Hasta la vista, baby. We're live. Just getting the pump up. It's so satisfying. It's more satisfying to me than coming is. Just having sex with a woman and coming. Always gotta get the good pump. Anyway, welcome guys to this Arnold Schwarzenegger ranking. The last ranking for this week, definitely. The weekend I gotta go back to my actual job. But yeah, tonight one more ranking, and it is Arnold Schwarzenegger. I've got 30 films on my list, so that's 30. So it shouldn't be as long as the JCVD ranking or the Segal ranking last night. I've excluded the Expendables films, obviously, because they're ensemble films, and if they belong to any actor in the ranking, it should be in Stallone ranking, since he is the creative mind behind the Expendables as well. We do have Escape Plan in the ranking, because Schwarzenegger is pretty significant in that one. Also, this honorable mention to Hercules in New York. If I rank that, it will be dead last, but I don't own it. I don't care to own it, so fuck that film. We do have all 5 or 4 Terminator films that he is in. We've ranked those along. Obviously, we got the other big hitters. And another one that is absent, because I haven't seen it as of yet, is Killing Gunfer. Have not seen that film, so that one is not on the list. So that's why I've got 30 Arnold Schwarzenegger films. Let's see. We do have Bob McCall there. Good evening, Bob. Yes, we are back. I'm back. There you go. Hey, Sparks. Hey, greetings, Professor Macabro. Greetings and salutations. Yeah, pump that iron. Gotta show the pump. Macabro is back. Bob is back. We're all back. Yes. So I do hope you all enjoyed the Arnold Schwarzenegger intro with the Terminator music. The only track on the soundtrack that isn't copyrighted is the Burning in a Third Degree track. So at least as far as I know, that's not copyrighted, that song. So yeah, so I'm giving you some films that will not make the list, and this honorable mention, like I said, it's fucking Hercules in New York. What a god awful film. Let's get down to the actual ranking. Let's start right off with number 30. This film is from 2019, directed by Tim Miller, and it is so far the last film that Schwarzenegger has appeared in. He is filming currently a Santa film, which I'm assuming is going to be out this year around the Christmas time. But it is the god-awful, and for me the worst in the entire Terminator franchise. It is Terminator Dark Fate from 2019. This one has a 6.2 on IMDb, which no, I can't do it. It's a 1. It's a 1 star for me. That's about it. So yeah, it's not Junior. I will take Junior over this. Yeah, here's that on DVD. Yeah, the best thing about it is that they got Linda Hamilton back. Or earned that. Yeah, I can't cope with Terminator Dark Fate. Oh crap! Yes, dark shit is what I call it. So, speaking of Junior, that is the next one at number 29. We have that Ivan Reitman, Danny DeVito, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Emma Thompson film, Junior, which Junior has a 4.7 IMDb, which is a little too high. This one is definitely, for me personally, a step up from Dark Fate. I give Junior an easy 3 stars, 4 stars out of 10, maybe, and think that might be stretching with the 4. It's not a great film by any means. Where am I? There am I. There's still the DVD. I've still not upgraded this to Blu-ray. I do know there is a Blu-ray of it, but I just can't be bothered. Definitely the worst of the comedies that Arnie has appeared in. Hey, Ramon. There you go. Hey, my Dutch brother in arms is here. Welcome, Ramon. Indeed. The image of the baby with Arnold's face still. Yes, that's definitely the worst bit of the entire film. I wonder how high the other Ivan Reitman films will be. I have them quite high. Twins and Kindergarten Cop will definitely be higher. That's for sure. Hey, Mr. Dan Horace here. Always cool to see him. No Desires, yes. save yourself the trouble. Save yourself the trouble. That might be my punishment watch party for Arnold. That might be the film I'm going to do a watch party on. Have not seen that in 5 years or so, which is not that I'm in desire to watch it, but number 28 is another one that people often consider one of the worst. I have fun with this one, definitely more than Terminator Dark Fate and Junior. This next one was from 1997, directed by Joel Schumacher, with a 3.8 on IMDb, which is surprisingly high. It is 1997's god-awful Batman and Robin, which I do have in my Batman Blu-ray collection right here, which has the films from 1989 to, well, this atrocity that's on screen right now. Here's the disc for it in the collection. Allow me to break the ice on this one. Yeah, this is obviously the one with all the ice puns. Arnold plays Mr. Freeze. You know, it's campy, it's silly, but at least I can have fun with this one. I don't take it seriously as a Batman film at all, but at least I can have fun with this one. So that's why it's higher than Junior and Dark Fate. Wait, why is... I'm clicking on Ramon's Junior's watchable comment, but... there we go. Junior's watchable, but that's it. Yes, it is. You can watch it. I mean, it's not a enjoyable watch. It's not a watch that you get any pleasure out of, but you can watch it, yes. Yes, I did as well, Sparks, yes. Thanks for the shout out. I do appreciate that. I still have to leave a comment on it, but yes, I do appreciate the shout there. And I'm sorry that you had to suffer through Sniper Special Ops. Anyway, let's move right along to number 27, the most forgettable Arnie film for me. This one just never did anything for me. I mean, it's over the previous three, obviously. But again, this is still rather bland and forgettable for me, which this one did have a high budget. It's from 2000 and... Oh, no, I was going to say 2001, but it's the year 2000. Directed by Roger Spottiswoode. This one has a 5.9 IMDb. The next pick at number 27 is The Sixth Day, which, yes, this one actually has a good cast. Robert Duvall is in it, among others. Michael Rooker is in it. But yeah, it's just always been so bland and forgettable for me, this one. Definitely the most forgettable Arnie film. At least the three before this you remember because they're so fucking bad. This one, it's like, I don't even remember what happens. I know he has a clone in it, and I know the line, you should go clone yourself. Why? So you can go fuck yourself. I do know that line, but other than that, I don't remember too much of the film. Like I said, just forgettable for me. Never really did anything for me, The Sixth Day. Yeah, I was pumping iron at the intro, but the documentary Pumping Iron will also not be included, by the way, but I do love the Pumping Iron documentary. Hey, Gareth. Yes, indeed. So for The Sixth Day, like I said, just for me, it's just never been a big one. Yeah, no worries. Double the Arnold, double the box office, thought the executives at the movie. So yes, they thought, well, Van Damme had a big hit with Double Impact, but two Arnie's for the price of one did not really work in The Sixth Day. Next up, we have another of the god-awful Terminator sequels. This one definitely is a big step up for me compared to Dark Fate. This one is from 2003. Jonathan Mostow directed it. I did a watch party on it with Gareth a few weeks ago. It is, of course, Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines. Which, yeah, again, we went into it on the watch party. Don't need to go into it too much here. After T2, definitely every sequel is disappointing. Sometimes become increasingly more disappointing. This one's still decent action, at least in this one. Still has at least a mix of practical and CGI. The other ones just turned to a CGI fest. And I do like Kristanna Loken as a TX. But other than that, yeah, step down, a huge step down. Not just a step down, this is like a fall of the abyss after T2. We watched Sniper Special just for the laughs. Yes, unintentional comedy is Seagal's thing. Let's see, I've got an issue here. My iPad is not charging. Otherwise, this will be a short stream. Why is the iPad not charging? Oh, that's why. The cable was loose. There we go. There, now it's charging. we're in full speed now. Undoubtedly, Ground is fun. Yes, compared to the straight-to-video ones, it's a masterpiece. Let's go to number 25, another terrible Terminator film. Oh yeah, here's my T3 copy, by the way, Rise of the Machines. This one I did a watch party on with Garrett as well last weekend. This one was from 2015. I do enjoy this one the most of all the Terminator sequels beyond the second one, but it's still pretty low on the list, obviously. Alan Taylor directed it, has a 6.3 on IMDb. I'll probably give it a 6 myself, 5.5, 6. That's probably what I give it. It is, of course, Terminator Genisys, or well, yeah. I do like that poster where you see the ass of Emilia Clarke. I think it's supposed to be her anyway. But yeah, I did see this one in cinema, so I have a little bit of nostalgia for it myself. And I was not spoiled by watching the trailer beforehand, so that it had that going for it as well. So maybe that's why I like it. I wasn't spoiled on it. Hey, Stacy's here. Thanks for tuning in, Stacy. Thank you for being here. To deal with some menial delegation of tasks at the estate. Oh, no worries. No worries. Thank you for making it anyway. Old, but not obsolete. Yes. I do like that line, Terminator Genisys. Here's my DVD for it. The best Terminator since T2 Judgment Day. I wouldn't say the best, but definitely the one I enjoy the most. After T2 Judgment Day. Yeah, this should be a quick one because, yeah, like I said, there's not all too many main starring Arnold films. Next up is, we'll go back to 2015, or we're staying in 2015 rather. This is a very small kind of independent film that Arnold did. Very The Last of Us-esque. It looked like the writers of the film were very much inspired by The Last of Us with the aesthetic and also with the story. This one is a horror sci-fi sort of zombie apocalyptic drama a little bit. Maybe not apocalyptic, but definitely his daughter right here is infected with a zombie virus. It's Maggie from 2015, directed by Henry Hobson. Arnold trying to flex his acting chops a bit. Not flexing his muscles this time. Okay. It is a good Arnie performance. I do like his performance in it. The film is a bit of a letdown, I will admit, in general, but still, again, take it over the previous ones we mentioned. It has a 5.6 on IMDb, and that's probably around the rating that I would have it, 5.5, maybe 6 stars tops out of 10. Yeah, it's one that I do like, not as much as ours, obviously. Only own the first three Terminator movies on DVD Blu-ray. Yes, well, sadly, I gotta be a completionist when it comes to a franchise. I like the first 2 installments of anyway. Professor Macabre was saying, I like Maggie. It really gave Arnold the chance to act. Yes, it did. That's definitely one where he really flexes acting chops. We have another one coming up where he did try that as well. A little bit better, in my opinion. But next up, we go to 2014. This is a film directed by Daniel Ayer. This one has a 5.7 on IMDb. It is a action crime drama mystery thriller. And it is, if I can find it, Sabotage. Now, Sabotage is okay. It has good gore, some bloody violence. Arnold being a bit more... not necessarily a good guy, but he's more of a checkered guy. You know, he has a checkered past and stuff. He's more of a gray character, right? He's sort of between. He's not a black and white character. He's like a morally gray character. I do like Sabotage. Again, I know this one had issues. They had it envisioned as a completely different film, different ending and stuff, and it got changed before it got released. So it suffered from, you know, influences, you know, other than the filmmaker. I think the studio demanded a different ending and stuff, but still, it's an enjoyable film that I do like. Let's see. I got this one already. I agree with you about Kindergarten Cop, a wonderful movie. Yes, I love Kindergarten Cop. We will be getting there. Yes, the others don't exist. Maggie, always have to think about Mike Lee's Naked when I see that title. I have not seen that film, so I don't get the reference, but yes, because they don't exist. Just like there's no Indiana Jones 4, there's no Indiana Jones 5. Yes, that one will be coming up. That's the other drama I was talking about, where Arnie has a bit more, you know, shows a bit more acting skills. Which coincidentally is our next pick. At number 22, we have Aftermath, which has a 5.7 IMDb, directed by Elliot Lester. I'll just pull up the poster for it. Aftermath. I got this on the German Blu-ray, where they call it Vendetta, which does make it sound more like an action film, but trust me, it's not an action film. This is definitely a drama, and not a bad one. Arnie does a pretty good performance in it. The film was just a little meh, a little bit forgettable, but Arnie is definitely fantastic in it, in my opinion. For those that haven't seen it, which I'm imagining is quite a lot, it's definitely not a well-known Arnie film. It deals with, Arnie as a husband and a father. His wife and I think daughter, they die in a plane crash, and pretty much they want to settle it with Arnie. They're just like, here's a couple of $100,000, just forget about the whole thing. But Arnie knows that maybe it was the fault of the pilot and stuff, so Arnie wants to find out more, and it's pretty much a drama of Arnie versus the airline company, and then he tries to go after the pilot or whoever was responsible for flying the plane. Or I think not even the pilot. I think the traffic control tower. I think one of the people in there maybe fucked up, and that caused the plane crash. So it's one I like. It's one I like. Let's see what is the rating for this one. For Aftermath, it's a 5.7, which again, I would give it a 6 myself probably. So they keep getting better. Let's see. How would Arnie have done as the lead role in Split Second? Is that the one with Rutger Hauer? I like it as a Rutger Hauer film. Would be interesting. Would be interesting with Arnie. It would definitely have a higher budget, that's for sure. Hey, Yam Yam is here. Arnie Bronson. Oh, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, Yam Yam. Jake Ward is here. Raw Deal. Oh, that one will be coming up. It's a bit higher. It's a bit higher. I do really like Raw Deal. I've not seen Aftermath. Yes, it is an interesting one. I would say give it a go. It's definitely worth a watch, at least once. I really, Collateral Damage will be further down the list. My issue is Giant Austrian could go undetected in South America. I love Collateral Damage. That one will be coming up soon. Did Arnie pick better directors and was easier to work with than Sly? I don't know. Yeah, Sly a lot of the times directed himself, which Arnie never did. I don't know, I think maybe they're equal. I mean, Sly has never worked with James Cameron or John McTiernan, which is a shame. Arnie did work with John McTiernan, of course, twice. I might give that to Arnie for better directors, even though I think Sly is a fantastic director in his own right. So my number one keeps changing between Commando and Total Recall. I actually made some changes in my top 10 as well for this list. Obviously, I did a top 10 video, standalone video a couple of years ago, which is one of my highest watched videos. Thank you all very much for that. Red Heat, yeah, that's another fantastic one that will definitely be near or around the top 10. Spoilers. I don't recall seeing it in cinema. No. Literally the first time I watched Aftermath was on this Blu-ray. I just found it in the German shop where I usually go to pick up my physical media, and I was like, "Hey, I've not seen it. Let's bring it home." I've not seen it, so it flew pretty much under the radar. I've never heard of it until I saw the Blu-ray of it. So Raw Deal was okay, but better than End of Days. I like End of Days more, but yes, that is definitely each their own. Yeah, Raw Deal is okay. It's pretty awesome. That's what Raw Deal is. Arnie is awesome. What a collection of movies he has made. Excited for another drama with him. Yes, I think he should do another drama. I think he does have the skills for it. Put him in the right project. I think it could definitely work. Anyway, number 21. This is a team up with Sylvester Stallone. Again, no Expendables films will make the list. So this one is the obvious Escape Plan from 2013. Let's pull the poster up, which has a 6.7 on IMDb, which I give this one a 7 myself. I really like Escape Plan. It's definitely miles above Escape Plan 2 and Escape Plan 3, which are just atrocious. Stallone, Arnie sharing the screen in a big way. Obviously, they're together in the Expendables films, but that's for limited amounts of times. This is a pretty big amount of time where they're on screen together. Should this have happened in the 80s or in the 90s? Yes, this is definitely a film that's 30 years too late. But I still like that we got it anyway. I like Escape Plan. Director Michael Halfstrom. I'm not going to go too in depth on it because I did mention this one on my Stallone ranking last month. You all know that I like this one. And Arnie's performance in this is really good, especially that bit where he's in the isolation cell and he goes on in German, "Ihr Schweine, ihr bringt mich um," and stuff like that. He sounds exactly the same in German when he speaks German as he does in English. The same thick accent and stuff, right? He sounds exactly the same. Yeah, I like Escape Plan. His partner in Kindergarten Cop, real slacker, eats sandwiches. Yes. What's her name? Ursula, or she calls herself Ursula at one point. Oh yeah, Phoebe. Phoebe is the character's name. I forgot the actress. I think it's. We're gonna get there. Yeah, she was actually supposed to be the kindergarten teacher, but obviously she got food poisoning, so that's why Arnie had to step in. Is that for Escape Plan? Yes, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Excited to see Aftermath again. Would like to get a physical media release for that. I saw a bad copy online where it was hard to see the images. If you have a region-free player by any chance, I definitely recommend this German Blu-ray. It is region B locked, so you would need a region-free player for it. Which I recommend anyway, because once you go region-free, it doesn't matter, where you buy your films, you can watch everything. Escape Plan, good thriller, thanks. Many people bash that one. Yes, a lot of people do, which I've always liked it. Anyway, we're already entering the top 20, so like I said, this will be a quick live stream. At least the ranking part of it will be quick. At number 20, we have a film from 1985. Now, before you all go to the dislike button, it's not Commando, trust me. It is an action-adventure fantasy film directed by Richard Fleischer. It has a 6.7 IMDb. That's probably what I would give it, like between the 6 and 7. It's one I have fun with. Wait, did I say 6.7? This one has a 5.1 IMDb, so it's a little low for me. I give it, like I said, between 6 and 7. This is where we get to the enjoyable Arnold films for sure, the ones you can really have fun with, and it is Red Sonja from 1985. Not necessarily an Arnie film, because obviously the main character and the main actor in the film is Brigitte Nielsen. That's the title character, literally, Red Sonja. And Arnold was actually duped with this one. He agreed to a cameo. He agreed to a few days of filming and turned into a couple of weeks. So, but it is still, this is pretty much the third unofficial Conan film, right? This is pretty much, you watch the Conan the Barbarian, then Conan the Destroyer, and then this is pretty much the unofficial third Conan film. This is definitely similar in tone to the Destroyer, so it makes for a good double feature with the Conan the Destroyer anyway. I mean, say what you want about Brigitte Nielsen. Yes, she's not the greatest actress, but in the 80s, she was damn hot. I cannot blame Arnie for having an affair with her on set, and I cannot blame Sly for marrying her. So she was an attractive woman, so she was hot property in the films, back then. It has a lot of goofy moments, a lot of silly moments, but I like it. I like Red Sonja. He's saying that Blaine and Hawkins were killed by a fucking lizard. We're gonna get there. Yeah, Pam Reed, that's her name. That's her name. Thank you. And it is an Ennio Morricone score. I forgot to show the Blu-rays for Escape Plan right there. And here is not the greatest cover for my Red Sonja Blu-ray, but there you go. But it is a Ennio Morricone score in that one, indeed. And also with Sandal Bergman, who was obviously his love interest in the first Conan film, Valeria and Conan the Barbarian. The Ennio Morricone score is a good score. Not his most memorable score, but it is a good one, decent one. I always love Morricone. So there you go. Professor McCarver, I think, beat me to it. It is Valeria from Conan, and she's now the villain in Red Sonja. So definitely Conan related. Conan related for sure. Red Sonja. I think they should do fans should do a fan version of it where they just dub in the dialogue where they call him, what's his name, Calador or something like that. They should just dub in Conan, just make it the official third Conan film, because Arnie is pretty much playing Conan. So Maybe I should do that dub myself. Just dub every dialogue that refers to his character's name, redub him as Conan. But yeah, speaking of Conan, the next one is a Conan film. Don't worry. One of the Conan films will be in my top 10. Not this one, though. This, I do enjoy it on the same level as Red Sonja. Like I said, it has the same vibe, same director as well, Richard Fleischer, 1984, the same year as the original Terminator. This is, of course, Conan the Destroyer. A lot of people do enjoy this one more than the first one, but wait, oh, no, I almost thought that was the wrong poster. I thought that was a Barbarian poster, but no, that is the Destroyer. A lot of people would say they prefer it over the first one, but the first one is a masterpiece for me. The first one is an absolute masterpiece in every way. You cannot go wrong with the first Conan. But this one, like I said, it's a lot of campy, silly fun. I enjoy it, and I hear a fucking cat meowing, so I gotta investigate for a second. I'll be back. We're back. Where was it going? No, it's definitely more fun than the first Conan, but the first Conan is a masterpiece to me. So, I do own a movie starring Brigitte Nielsen called Domino Rental Tape, but I don't remember anything about it. Yes, she was also, of course, in Cobra and Beverly Hills Cop 2. Don't need to explain my love for Cobra. But yes, you are correct. Sparks prefers the Barbarian as well. I think Gareth he prefers the Destroyer. There's a few other people. I mean, Destroyer is definitely an easier watch. It's shorter, more entertaining, more comedy and stuff. But no, give me the Barbarian any day. Well, that's where I'm going as well. I like it, but not a patch on the first one. I freaking adore and love the soundtrack by Basil Paul Doris. If I ever did like a top 10 or top 20 soundtrack list, that would definitely make the list. I listen to that soundtrack so much. Even The Anvil of Crom, awesome track. Fucking awesome. I love the Basil Paul Doris music. Definitely one of my favorite soundtracks of all time. If I wasn't set with Grace Jones, I would destroy her. Yes. Grace Jones. I forgot about Grace Jones, yeah. Should point out I have the fantastic Arrow Video 4K set of the Conan films. So here's the 4K for Conan the Destroyer. And I also kept my old Blu-rays for the Conan film. So here's my Blu-ray for Conan the Destroyer, the German Blu-ray. I love that artwork. Yeah, there you go. Yes, it does have Grace Jones. The same. Oh wait, a year before A View to a Kill. So yeah. Wait, is this supposed to be the Arnie song? He does that a lot in the Conan films. Conan is definitely the one where he does a lot of the sounds, you know. And Brigitte Nielsen, she had a baby at 54, which is insane. Yes. Even more, well, not as insane as Al Pacino fathering a child at 80. Or wait, 84, whatever Al Pacino is now. But so yeah, it's Conan the Destroyer. Let's move to number 18, which is Arnold's Christmas film. As he is filming a Santa film at the moment, I can no longer say it's the only Christmas film for Arnold, but it is, until I've seen the other film that he's doing right now, this is still the best. This is from 1996, if I got that right. It is 96, directed by Brian Levant. Gareth Videotasi's had him on his channel a few times. Lovely man. And I really, really like this film. It is, of course, Jingle bells, jingle all the way. There you go. What can I say? It's good fun. It's one I watch every Christmas. Here's my Blu-ray over the German Blu-ray. Do prefer the cover there with Arnold in a Santa suit, which he never has a Santa suit on in the film. But yeah, I like Jingle All the Way a lot. It's definitely one of the Christmas films I watch every year. That's for sure. I'm not a pervert. I just was looking for Turbo Man doll. Yeah, Total Recall as well, when he has the orb in his nose. La, la, la. Yeah. You are correct. More insane, she dated Flavor Flav. Yes, I mean, she was married to Sly, dated Flavor Flav, had an affair with Arnie on Red Sonja, so she got around quite a bit, let's put it that way. This is in regards to Jingle All the Way. Yes, I mean, we can definitely relate to it. The whole craze, you know, getting a toy for your child and stuff at the last minute Christmas shopping and stuff. You know, Arnold was looking at some serious jail time after the events of Jingle All the Way. Yes. In reality, yes. In the film, of course, everything is forgotten by the end, but yes. Breaking into the house, wrecking the house, getting a reindeer drunk, going in, you know, playing with kids, you know, looking for his Turbo Man, the lottery ball or whatever it was. Yeah, another pervert that just was looking for Turbo Man. He's got two! And stuff like that. Man, I love this one though. Great lines. Remember, you're my number one customer. Yes, I love Jingle All the Way. Next up, at number 17, is one that Professor Macabre already mentioned in the chat. One that he doesn't like. A lot of people don't like this one, but I've always liked Collateral Damage, which is the next one right here. It's kind of one that I grew up with. It's one of the earlier ones of Arnie that I saw, so I've always had a soft spot for it. It has a 5.5 on IMDb, 2002, directed by Andrew Davis. Andrew Davis, we mentioned last night. He directed, of course, Under Siege with Steven Seagal and Nico with Steven Seagal. Also Code of Silence with Chuck Norris. Great director, and of course famous for The Fugitive. Now he teams up with Arnie right here. I like Collateral Damage, especially that part where he does the title drop. And he goes into the office with, I think, does he have the axe when he goes to the office? I'll show you fucking Collateral Damage! And when he goes and just goes crazy. Good supporting cast in it as well. John Leguizamo is in it in a supporting role. Here's my, this will make you nostalgic, Snapper Case DVD of it. Which is actually probably the best Snapper case I have in my collection. This is pretty much pristine condition. This one right here. Looks like it has never been touched. Usually a lot of these Snapper case DVDs, they're all damaged. They have a little. This one is in pristine condition. Who else is in this? Cliff Curtis, John Turturro, yeah, John Leguizamo. Director of photography Adam Greenberg, the guy that actually shot Terminator 2. So it has good production value and has a good performance by Arnie. And when he loses his family in the beginning, spoilers, I think it's pretty good acting by Arnie there. So I've always liked this one anyway. It was sort of, it came out at a difficult time for a lot of people, obviously. It was actually postponed because of a certain big terrorist event in the US, obviously in New York. So yeah, wrong timing for that one. The timing was a bit awkward, but I still like Collateral Damage. I like it. It's a decent one. Andrew Davis is a fun. Yes, I everything I've seen of Andrew Davis so far I've liked. Even The Package, is that the film with Gene Hackman? I forget who else. I think Pam Grier had a small role in it as well. I forget who the other lead was in The Package, but yeah, even that one I like. So I don't hate Collateral Damage. It has Elias Kostias, and anything with that guy is cool. Yes, he's in it as well. Yes, yeah, I like it. I have the snapper of that too. Never watched it. We'll do soon. Yeah, I really like it. I think it's underrated. It's not deserving of the hate that it gets. Oh boy, my favorite horror film is Hercules in New York. No. Joking. I don't like that film. Type my top 20 out. Yes, by all means do. We're already in the top 20 or top 10. So yeah, Collateral Damage. People don't get on with it, but I absolutely like it. I love it a lot. Next up is my favorite Arnie film since he came back out of, film retirement when he was busy being the governor. This is my favorite film that he's done since he returned to the silver screen. And it is from 2013, directed by Kim Ji-woon, who's a South Korean director. It's an action thriller. I like this one. He plays the sheriff of Somerton. The Last Stand. Now this one I absolutely love. Like I said, this is my favorite of Arnie's recent films that, since he came back after being the governor. I like what's his face, Pachanga from Collateral Way in it. I always forget his name. Louis Gussman. Louis Gussman. Johnny Knoxville is in it. I like the action in it. It plays, of course, to Arnold's age. When he crashed, you have the famous bit where he crashes through the window of the cafe. How are you, Sheriff? Old. So he's definitely not playing it as a young man, that one anymore. Now, I like it. Also has a bit of a Western vibe in it. A small cameo in it by Harry Dean Stanton as well. We mentioned him last night. He was, of course, in Fire Down Below with Steven Seagal. Here's my DVD of it, The Last Stand. I mean, this bit right here when he has the big Gatling gun. I love that bit. Yeah, some good action in that one. I like The Last Stand. It's definitely the best one since, again, he came out of film retirement. Let's see. There we go. Because Diaz is, hey, Michael Myers. Hey, Michael Myers. As De Niro's long lost clone. Oh, is he the one that looks a little bit like De Niro? Okay. Yam Yam's Top 10. Raw Deal, Jingle All the Way, Red Heat, Killer Around Cop, Last Action Hero, Terminator 1, True Lies, Terminator 2, End of Days, and Predator. Yes, Predator I think will be the number one for a lot of people. I know it's my buddy Dan's number one favorite film, also his favorite film of all time. So that's another one I have not seen, so that's why it's not making the list. The only ones I have not seen is Iron Mask and what was the other one I mentioned? Killing Gunfer. So those two are not making the list for this one today. This in regards to The Last Stand, because yeah, I really like it. I've not seen Running Man or Razor Collateral Damage 6 Day for a long time, so I need to give them a rewatch. So I need to sit down. Can't remember much. Need to sit down and give them another viewing. Yes, definitely for Running Man, Razor, and Collateral Damage. So you can skip the 6 Day easily. Oh, that's the director for The Last Stand. Yes, I like what he did with the film. I've not seen anything else he done. I gotta be honest, but I do like Last Stand with Johnny Knoxville. I actually like his performance in Last Stand. I think he's a proper amount of comedy. He's not too over the top and stuff. I think it's the right amount of comedic, comic relief. Remember being disappointed with Collateral Damage. Don't think he shoots anyone. No, but he has a cool axe kill in the film. I love a good axe kill in films. The Governor. I almost forgot that was a thing. Yes, it was. How are you, Sheriff? Old. It wasn't too disturbing for me. Not in this particular film, anyway. It definitely did have some CGI, but it also had some good practical bits as well. It wasn't too over the top on the CGI for me. It's definitely not on the level of Expendables 4 or even Expendables 3 or even 2 and Expendables 1. But aside from that, Predator is definitely the manliest film ever made, a real man's film. It is. If you don't like that film, you're all a bunch of slack-jawed faggots around here. As Jesse Ventura so eloquently says in the film. Kim Ji-woon directed The Last Stand. Yes, that is him. And he did an awesome movie about a hitman in Bittersweet Life, which is essential viewing. Highly recommend. Oh, I will definitely add it to the list then. I've not even heard of that, so thanks for the recommendation. I'll definitely check that out. Anyway, this was number, what was it, 15? 16. At number 15, we have another comedy with Arnie. This is the first comedy he did with Ivan Reitman, also co-starring Danny DeVito. Definitely a much better film than Junior. This is, of course, 1988's Twins. Take out the papers in the trash, or you don't get no spending cash. If you don't swap that kitchen floor, you ain't gonna rock and roll no more. Yakety yak, don't talk back. Yes, freaking love Twins. is of course a comedy. Ivan Reitman. I give this one an 8 easily on the Schwarzenegger scale. It has a 6.2 in IMDb, which is way too low. I love twins. I mean, I cannot even tell them apart. That's how great a set of twins that they are. But no, I love twins. Real nasty habit you got there. Yes, Predator. We'll be getting to Predator. Someone doesn't like Predator, then they're woke. It's the only reason for it. Well, yeah. Hopefully I've missed Jingle All the Way and Junior. Yes, you have missed them. Junior came out at number 29. The only film I hate more than Junior is Terminator Dark Fate. And Jingle All the Way made it higher at number 18. So yeah, now we have Twins at number 15. So yeah, we'll go on to number 14 shortly. Twins was great. I'd love one more comedy scene in the third act, maybe. Yeah, I think it's pretty much the good balance in comedy and also a little, more serious moments and stuff. And actually a pretty sad ending as well, or sad. Well, definitely a emotional ending in a way. It does choke me up a little bit. Let's put it that way. The only scene I like in Junior is the baby Arnie. Oh, that's the worst part. Mama. Yeah, that's the worst part. What was 16 and 17? 17 was 17 was Collateral Damage, and 16 was The Last Stand from 2015. To the video, all the crap that was left over went into yes. Sperm milkshake. I'm just a byproduct of the sperm milkshake. Reitman's son has lunch with Danny and Arnie and told him he dislikes him. He does. Yes, he's put a stop to the triplets film that is, it was announced about 10 years ago at this point. I haven't seen Junior since it came out. Don't want to. Well, that will be probably my punishment watch party if for the worst Arnie film. I'm not going to watch Terminator Dark Fate. I'm going to leave that to Gareth. He's going to do that tomorrow, by the way. Fuck that film. I never desired to watch that film again. I have no desire to watch it again. I will do a punishment watch party for Junior probably. I will not like it, but I'll do it. Danny and Arnie were like, what the fuck? Yes. Even I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, I would have loved to have seen triplets with Eddie Murphy. But anyway, number 14. Oh yeah, here's my Blu-ray of it. There you go. German Blu-ray. Poland to be bad. Number 13 is, not number 13. Number 14 is another film from the 80s. We're still in the 80s right now. 1986, is it? It is 86, the same year as Cobra. Cobra is called The City Cobra in Germany. This next film is called The City Shark in Germany. The title for it, obviously, as we know it, is 1986's Raw Deal, which is a pretty kick-ass film. Has a 5.6 on IMDb. It's an action crime thriller directed by John Irvin. I give this one a 7 on the Schwarzenegger scale. I mean, I've always had a soft spot for that poster right there, where he's holding the gun in the tank top, obviously flexing, showing the muscles. Has some great lines in it. Joey P. Brenner, what does a P stand for? Pussy. Would I look like Dirty Harry? He will make another Dirty Harry reference in a different film, which will be coming up as well. But yeah, why not put the original poster out in this time? This is a terrible cover. This is the German Blu-ray, The City Shark. That's what the German title translates to. It was not love on first sight with this film. I didn't really care too much for when I first saw it, but it's definitely one I really, really appreciate much more on the rewatches. Has a lot of good moments. Like I said, good supporting cast. One of the Charles Bronson regulars is in it. Ed Lauder, of course, the police captain in Death Wish 3, and he's done a few other films with Bronson. He was also in Death Hunt with Bronson. Ed Lauder is in it. You got Sosa from Scarface in it. Paul Shenar. Robert Davi is in it. Great cast and great score as well. I like the main theme for the film. Has a good score. Would rather have an average triplets than the crap he's doing nowadays. Yes, would definitely take it over Dark Fate any day. T2. Ooh, get off my channel. Get off my channel. A lot of other films he likes. Okay. Well, that's fair enough. I mean, obviously, I think you guys know where it's gonna fall for me. We've had Red Sonja as well. Yes, Red Sonja made it to number 20. So, not too bad for Red Sonja. I like Red Sonja. Pretty much in my ranking, the ones I don't watch often are Terminator Dark Fate Jr., Batman and Robin, and The Sixth Day. From Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines onwards, that's where I like these films a bit more, and I watch them quite often. So, maybe wrong because it's a long time since I saw Collateral Damage, but it's a sexy ginger wench, the same hot ginger that's in Desert Heat with JCVD and Mr. Nice Guy, Jackie Chan. I do not know about that actually. I'm not familiar with the actress. It could be her. It could be. I think it's a different one from Desert Heat. Let me see the credits for Collateral Damage. No, it's not her. It's not her. I think the one in Desert Heat was called something Fitzpatrick. I can't remember. But this one is Francesca Neri in this film, in Collateral Damage. Yeah, well, you did miss Red Sonja. Yeah, I love Raw Deal. Raw Deal, wow, City Shark, cool title. Yeah, like I said, I mean, Cobra was called the City Cobra in Germany, and the same year, obviously, the Raw Deal came out, so they had, obviously Arnie and Sly are popular, so they had a similarly titled film in Germany. So yeah, City Shark and City Cobra. Oh yeah, Sam Wanamaker as well, the director Sam Wanamaker, he's also in the film. We were finished shopping. No easy for some fans to readjust to a more grounded Arnold Raw Deal, but it's good. Yes, it is a good film. Great hairstyle for Arnie in Raw Deal. Oh, when he has the slick back hair. Yes, I think that's the only time he had a slick back hairdo, didn't he? Raw Deal underrated. Glad to see that so high. Can you show the DVD with a City Shark? Was I already did, but there you go. Oh, I almost thought that the disc was loose. I heard something rattling, but there you go, City Shark. It's a German title. I must admit to Commando, I have very low on my list. It's good, but I find it too rushed. Oh, we all know how much I love Commando. Got the poster for it right there. So that will be coming up high in my list. Don't get me wrong, though. I'll take it over. Yes, it is. It is fantastic. It's a great 80s action cheese fest. Yeah, I think you do. You should not drink and bake. Yes, quite like that City Shark cover. I prefer the original poster. I mean, it's a little too bland for me. I like a bit more going on in my covers and posters and stuff. So, what did I clear? Oh, for Collateral Damage. Yes, no worries. If you would have continued to work with De Laurentiis, what should they have made as their next production, provided scheduling could be worked out? I've heard a proper Conan film. King Conan at that time would have been awesome. They must want to make a Raw Deal sequel. You should not drink and bake. Commando is one of the genuine great guilty pleasures. It is definitely. It's not even. I don't go for the guilty pleasure that much. I just genuinely have pleasure for that film. It's not even. I don't feel guilty about it at all. I just love it. Commando, T1, Running Man would all be tied for my number 2. Running Man actually made a slight dip in my list. It used to be at my number 10. It's a little lower now, so I think we'll be coming up to it shortly. Yeah, we still have a few to go. Next up is a film from 1988, which is a buddy cop film, and it's a damn good one, directed by Walter Hill. This for the longest time was a pretty underrated Arnold film. I remember getting the DVD of it, and I was like, wait, what? Why have I never heard about this film? I really love it. It is Red Heat, also starring Jim Belushi. Yeah, fantastic film. Like I said, Walter Hill. This is a very 48 Hours-esque film. Arnold, of course, plays a Russian cop in this one, Ivan Danko. I love the scene when he goes into the hotel, or that sleazy motel, rather, and he wakes up the guy there. And he says, Danko, you're welcome. Has some fantastic lines as well. This is another one where he references Dirty Harry when Jim Belushi gives him the 44 Magnum. You are now the proud owner of the 44 Magnum, the most powerful handgun in the world. And then he says that Russian gun, I forget the name of it, but I remember, but he says that is the most powerful weapon in the world. No, everybody knows that 44 Magnum is the big boy in the block. Why do you think Dirty Harry uses it? Who is Dirty Harry? Yeah, I love it. Has great action as well. Great supporting cast. You got the guy from Universal Soldier and Lethal Weapon in this. Adol Ross, I think that's his name, as a villain. You did not make it, Victor. Yeah, just a fantastic action film. I think this is a fan favorite for many. So, let's see. There we go. Let's catch up on the comments again. There's an English funny comedy series here in the UK called My Family. The main actress in it is Sam Wanamaker's daughter. Oh, that is interesting. I did not know that. Then he followed out with him over Red Son. Yes, they did. When Arnie Funder was being marketed on his name, even though it's basically a cameo, yes. There was a lot of issues with Red Sonja. He was originally only going to do a few days on Red Sonja, turned into a few weeks. So, love Red Heat opening sequence. Yes, in the sauna. I think I know what you're talking about. Red Heat is so good. Do you know Miranda? Never heard of bitch. Yeah. Hurricane. Actually, Arnold does look like a Russian. Red Heat generally looks like one. Yes, he definitely he pulls it off. He pulls it off. He even pulls off doing an accent on top of his own accent. So he has a nice Russian accent on top of his own accent going on. So Arnold actually does look. Yeah, read this one. Victor Rasta, you did not make it, Victor. Yeah. Red Heat is an underrated buddy cop flick. James Belushi, K9 principal, taking care of business. I really like James Belushi ever since growing up watching According to Jim, that sitcom show that he did. That was on TV. I think you will remember, Ramon. That was on TV here all the time in the Netherlands. I grew up watching that sitcom with Jim Belushi. And obviously Jim Belushi is also in and as a cameo in Last Action Hero, and also has a small role in Jingle All the Way. So obviously him and Arnold, they get along. They've done a few films together. They worked together a few times. Next up at number 12. Oh, here's my, once again, the Blu-ray for Red Heat. I should get this on 4K. This is out on 4K. So love Red Heat. Yeah, what can I say? Fantastic. Probably give that an 8 on the Schwarzenegger scale. What is the IMDb rating for Red Heat? 6.1, way too low. Next up is from 1996, directed by Chuck Russell, and crime action thriller, also starring James Caan as the villain, also James Coburn. This has another great cast, and this is probably the last great Arnold Schwarzenegger film from his golden era. This is probably where his golden era ended with this one. Even though there's one coming up, which is a few years after this, which I do really like as well. But this is, of course, Eraser, as you can see there on the screen. Originally supposed to be a Stallone film. Stallone got the script first. Stallone hated it. And then they got to Arnie. Obviously, they rewrote the script. I think Arnie didn't get on with the director of it, Chuck Russell. I think I remember hearing something like that. There were a few issues. But it's a damn fine film and a great villain, and James Caan. Here's the Blu-ray of it, the German Blu-ray, because I don't think this is available in the UK. Correct me if I'm wrong. It might be now. Maybe they release it now, but for a long time anyway, this was not available in the UK. Yeah, I love Eraser. Great score by Alan Silvestri. Again, the main theme is pretty kick-ass for Eraser. Yeah, it's. I love listening to you little pissant soldiers trying to talk tough. They made me laugh. If Matrix was here, he'd laugh too. Must admit, I do much prefer Stallone over Arnold. Well, I do as well, but that's well known. Yes, Stallone is a better actor. There's a lot of writing. Yes, but Arnold's film, I think as an action star, maybe I will give it to Arnold. But yeah, I do like James Caan, such a solid actor. Always enjoy seeing him. Yes, and he made for a good villain, like I said, in Eraser. Yes, Stallone is the better actor. Van Damme was my favorite action star growing up. He was definitely a big favorite for me as well. But Arnie made the greatest movies. I think Arnie had the more successful run, definitely from like Conan up until like, well, let's pretty much say up until this one, because even though Last Action Hero was a flop, it's still a fucking good film. Yeah, or maybe from Conan the Barbarian until True Lies. I mean, that's a fantastic run of films right there, except for Junior. Junior falls in there as well. So, but yeah. I mean, like I said, it's Eraser, fantastic film. Next up, at number 11, it dropped from number 10 because I realized I actually like the one that is now on number 10 a little bit more, even though it's close. This is definitely where we are in the god tier level of Arnie films. This one is from 1987. Nope, don't hit the dislike button. It's not Predator. It's not Predator. It's the second film he did in that year. It is directed by Paul Michael Glaser, with a fantastic score by Harold Faltermeyer, and it is, of course, 1987's The Running Man. Hey, Lighthead, the Christmas tree. I gotta do my favorite. You cold-blooded bastard. I tell you what I think of it. I leave to see you with that contract, but I hope you leave enough room for my fist because I'm going to ram it into your stomach. I break your goddamn spine. Lol. Love that bit. Yes, I love The Running Man. Not as much as I used to anymore. Like I said, it dropped one spot. It used to be at my number 10. But I realized I like the film. I now have it number 10 a little bit more. So here's Sub-Zero. Now, Plane Zero. And here's my awesome steelbook for the film with a cool classic sleeve over it. There you go. The Running Man, Ben Richards, the Butcher of Bakersfield. There you go. Buzzsaw. What happened? What happened to Buzzsaw? Oh, he had to split. Fucking love The Running Man. Like I said, it's a kick-ass film. Great score. I love the villain Killian, played by what's his name? Let me cheat. It's got to be on here, right? Richard Dawson. You also got Maria Conchita Alonso, Yefet Kato in the film. Great cast, great music, great action. The only thing I think the only reason why it is a little bit of a letdown now, I mean not a letdown, but why it left number 10 is maybe because it feels a little TV movie-esque in places because of the director, obviously from Starsky and Hutch. Not the greatest sort of feel for the film. But again, still a pretty fucking kick-ass film, nonetheless. I think Arnold's the greatest action star with pure action, but even with that, I much prefer some. Well, Arnie definitely wins in the muscles department, that's for sure. I mean, Sly was pretty ripped in Rambo 3, but nowhere near as close to being an Austrian oak or a mountain of a man like Arnold was in his heyday. I love Running Man. It's kind of terrible, but awesome at the same time. Yes, I fucking love it. Hey, Christmas tree. It hits the spot. Now that hit the spot. Another film, by the way, just like Commando, with a fantastic end credit song. Running Away with You, or Restless Heart, whatever the song is called, by John Parr, during the end credits. This is no game, great ending song. And a great zinger at the end, like you said, when he says that hit the spot and then the song kicks in. Freaking love the ending for Running Man. Soft spot for Running Man. Love the exploding head device in jail. Yes. Also love Wedlock with Howard, also featuring an exploding head devices. Yes. Whitman, Price, and Haddad. Last year's winners. Wrong. Last year's losers. Fireball, yes. Which was, of course, a great... who played Fireball? Let me cheat once again. Oh, it's not mentioned on the cover. Somebody help me. Who played Fireball? Jim. Was it Jim Brown? I think it was Jim Brown, wasn't it? Correct me if I'm wrong. Running Man's a classic top 5 for me. Yeah, like I said, it's gone down for me, but I still fucking love it. Yeah, Wedlock is awesome. Yes, that's a pretty great one. Killian is lying to you. We don't lie. Jim Brown, thank you. I had a feeling it was Jim Brown. Yes, the great Jim Brown is Fireball. The only one of the Stalkers I'm not a fan of is Dynamo, the opera guy. It's like, yeah, whatever. But yeah, I think definitely that opera guy. I think he was the first one to go. Yes, Sub-Zero, Professor Tanaka, he's no longer with us. Jim Brown, I think, is no longer with us. So yeah, I think you could be right. Hey, Sean, what's going on, buddy? But yeah, no, a Running Man, like I said, used to be number 10. Now it's at 11. It doesn't take anything away from it. Just means I slightly prefer this next one, which actually is another one that people either like or they don't like. For me, I absolutely fucking love it so much that it's now at my number 10. I mean, this one is from 1999, directed by Peter Hyams. Fantastic film, in my opinion. Some horror elements as well. One that you can watch around the New Year's time every year. Um, it is, of course, 1999's End of Days. Pull up the poster for it. Arnie versus the Devil. Gabriel Byrne is a fantastic devil in this one. He's definitely, I would put him up there with Pacino and Devil's Advocate. I would put him up there with Jack Nicholson and Witches of Eastwick. I'll put him up there with De Niro and Angel Heart as far as devil performances go. He's absolutely fantastic as a devil. And one of my favorite lines when he says to Gabriel Byrne, "You want to fuck with me? You think you're bad, huh? You're a fucking choir boy compared to me. A choir boy." That's my favorite line in the entire film. I love that line. And I love the film End of Days. Always like this one. This is definitely more of a more edgier Arnold performance. He swears more in this one as usual, you know. I also like the comic relief Kevin Pollak in this one, especially when he shoots Kevin Pollak, thinking it's the devil in his body. You know, you fucking shot me. It's just a scratch. Don't be such a pussy. Yeah, I love End of Days. Like I said, it's taken over from Running Man for number 10 these days. So always liked it. I know people have problems with it. I mean, the creature effects during the ending, not the best. It's definitely that 90s CGI that hasn't aged that well. Aside from that, I like it. And aside from the Terminator films, I don't remember an Aftermath, actually. Maybe he did an Aftermath as well. I can't remember. But other than the Terminator films, one of the only films where Arnie's character, spoilers if you haven't seen End of Days, where Arnie's character dies at the end. So, yeah. Clap if you love Dynamo. Dynamo is my least favorite of Stalkers in Running Man, I gotta be honest. Yes, tonight it is Arnold Schwarzenegger. As you can see right there, I got the man right there puffing on the stogie. My top 5 favorite Schwarzenegger movies are Commando, Predator, Terminator 2, Judgment Day, Kindergarten, Raw Deal. Raw Deal we've already mentioned, so that's outside of my top 5 and top 10, but the other ones there are still yet to be mentioned, and we're in the top 10 now, so we'll definitely have similar ones there. End of Days doesn't really do it for me. It's okay. Yeah, like I said, some people don't get on with it. Others love it. I definitely fall in that camp. But yeah, absolutely love. Oh, Yam Yam is right there with me. I love End of Days. Millie has a lot of CGI, even though I don't like CGI. Yes, it doesn't bother me this. I love it. End of Days is my second favorite in Arnold's catalog. Okay, well, that's awesome. Good to see some love for it. Good to see some love for it. Red Heat is awesome. Yes, Red Heat is awesome. Another movie that's quite decent with a devilish touch. Also like Chuck Norris' Hellbound. Most people. I did not get on with Hellbound though. I tried to watch it. I couldn't get through it all. I definitely have to give it another chance. I couldn't get on with it at the time, so definitely worth a rewatch. Razor terrific, nails through the hand, recovers quick. Yes. Arnold has quick recovery. I think when it comes to acting, I think Arnold's best acting is in End of Days. Well, also Maggie and Aftermath come close, but he's definitely, that's one of the reasons why I've always placed it high, because I absolutely love his performance in it. Yes, I do agree. It is more of an acting performance in that one than some other films, obviously, from that era. Yes, that's another one from the 70s, that one is pre Conan the Barbarian. That's another one. I've not seen it, so that's not a reason why that one isn't making the list. But yeah, Stay Hungry. The Running Man isn't bad. It's okay. Yeah, it is. It's pretty fucking good, actually, but just not number 10 anymore for me. Is James Caan a top 5 villain in Arnie movies? Well, yeah, he's freaking James Caan, of course. Yes, absolutely love the man. May he rest in peace. One of my favorite underrated actors. Love James Caan. Michael Mann's Thief. Watch that film. It's amazing. Obviously in The Godfather, he's amazing as well. Sonny Corleone. Even Schwarzenegger was the main character in his first. Yes, Hercules in New York, which we've given that one a dishonorable mention. I've seen it, but I don't care to ever see it again. Running Man, amazing achievement for a time. Yes, it is a good one. The villain. Yeah, that's the villain, also known as the Handsome Stranger. Is that the different title for it? It has a few different titles. But that's that Western that he did with Kirk Douglas. So, yeah, I've not seen that one as well. Yeah, not a huge fan of Hellbound. I have to give it a rewatch. Yes, same for me. Same for me. True Lies is, yes, True Lies is amazing. We still are yet to get to that one as well. But I've not yet seen Maggie, but I do pick up the Blu-ray Blu-ray a few months back from my local charity shop. Brand new for just 20p. Wow, that is a good deal. Can't turn down for that deal. He was good in Aftermath. Unfortunately, the film is pretty depressing and dull. Yes, his performance is definitely the best part of Aftermath for me. Running Man is my number 3. Yes, like I said, it's dropped for me. It used to be very, very high. I think even higher than the number 10. But like I said, I just have it a bit lower these days, which still isn't taking anything away from the film. There we go. We need some fluids. Stay Hungry is a pretty good film. Drama with, yeah, that's with Jeff Bridges. Yeah, there you go. Should have read ahead. Jeff Bridges. Comedy, weightlifting, and also Jeff Bridges. Yeah, I think you are correct. I think it is Jeff Bridges. Yes. What will be your strategy if you win the Running Man? Get a gun as quick as possible. Try to get some weapon to defend myself. Obviously, I don't have as big of biceps like Arnie does, so I'll have to rely on finding some weapons. I have to go, everyone. Oh, no worries, Sean. We will see you very soon. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sharing your favorite Arnie films. Do appreciate it. Oh God, they are remaking. Yes, I think it's going to be closer to the Stephen King book, which is good because I have that book. It's a pretty good book. It's a good book, the Stephen King one. If they're going to do it in the style of the book, if they're going to be it's more faithful adaptation of the book, I will not mind it probably. So, but yeah, I quite like Cactus. Oh yeah, Cactus Jack. That is the title for the villain. Yes, that's it. It has Kirk Douglas and Sexy and Margaret. Yeah, that's definitely one I'm still yet to watch. Hey, Killian! I'll be back. Only in a rerun. Yes, later, Sean. Yes, it is Cactus Jack. There you go. Which is the villain. Yes, the villain, Cactus Jack. That's the one. Is Arnold's Running Man much different? Yes, they took the main character's name, Ben Richards. They took the Killian name, but that's about it. It's way more of a drama, more depressing, the book. Like it could make for an interesting film if they really did a straight up adaptation. I also own a cheap DVD of Hercules in New York. Well, that's the only way I would own it, if it was very, very cheap. Or if someone sends it to me. That's the only way I will watch it again. Anyway, that was number 10, End of Days. Let's go on to number 9, a film that was very underrated. That is very underrated. Especially at the time it came out. It did not do good numbers. Let's see. Let's do this a bit safer than yesterday. There you go. My Arnie figure almost fell, but we made it. However, this was one of the first ones that I saw from 1994, 93. Let me check. I think it was 93. It is 1993, directed by John McTiernan. This was one of the very first films of Arnie that I saw. This is the only VHS tape that I have since the VHS days of Arnie. This was the only VHS of Arnie we had around the house, and it is, of course, Last Action Hero. I do love that poster, but this is the image I'm familiar with. This is the VHS that we had around the house. This might be right. This might be my first Arnie film. Like, I think I saw T2 after this, or the Terminator films after this. This might be my very first Arnie film, actually. I've always had a huge love and appreciation for Last Action Hero. Being the spoof of action films. Here's the VHS tape. Of course, nowadays we have that on a digital disc, of course. So here's the Blu-ray with a very, very lame cover. Like, why not use the original poster art? I will never know, but yeah, I love Last Action Hero. Critically panned at the time. It was a flop. It didn't make money. Well, it made money, but not enough to recoup what they put into it. But But no, I like Last Action Hero. It has a 6.59 B. Now, come on, that's too low. I give this one 8.5 easily. Kindergarten Cop, not Kindergarten Cop. Last Action Hero, fantastic film. Charles Dance is a great film. It has a great soundtrack. It's the guy from Lethal Weapon, isn't it? The what's his name? Michael Kamen. Great AC/DC song, Big Gun. That's probably one of my favorite AC/DC songs. Big Gun, keep your head on the news. Yeah, Arnie's film version doesn't have much to do with the book. Yes, it is a loose adaptation. Coleman Domingo will be the host in a new Running Man. T2 cannot be your number one, surely. You'll never know. No spoilers, but Kirk Douglas at the end of Cactus Jack makes me piss myself laughing. It's like a live Looney Tunes near the end. Oh, that does sound interesting. I remember buying Last Action Hero on VHS the same day as Cliffhanger. Yes, it came out around the same time, so it's the same year. Your VHS of Last Action Hero looks like a book by the front cover. Yeah, I can see that a little bit. Last Action Hero, better each time. Great part with the Big Gun song and Baskin Robbins. Well, yeah, it's a good action scene. They killed my favorite second cousin. Big mistake. Yes, rubber baby buggy bumpers. I gotta do the entire scene because he grabs the taxi guy. He plays chicken with the taxi. No, wait, that's a different scene. No, Charles Dance is in the taxi. He escapes. He grabs the taxi guy. You know those movies when they say "Make my day" or "I'm your worst nightmare." Well, listen to this one, "Rubber baby buggy bumpers." You didn't know we were gonna say that, did you? Yeah, I fucking love Last Action Hero. Great fun is what Sparks Run says. Weird seeing alternate covers, just know the original. Yes, it definitely had a few. Its fair share of covers. I saw it in oh, that's awesome. We kind of hated it. Oh, that's not awesome. Especially when compared to Cliffhanger and Hard Target. It was the same year. Yes, I can definitely see that. That was back in '93. Nowadays, I really loved. There you go. Such a strange mix. Yes, I love it. Arnold was on the hey Nicholas Woodall. Arnold was on the Dating Game TV show in the 1970s. I think I have seen it. Isn't that where he like very awkwardly asks one of the girls, "What is hanky panky? I've been in this country for a few years. I want to know what means hanky panky." I think I have seen that. I think it's that episode, isn't it, or that clip. Yeah, Cliffhanger was better for sure. I would put Cliffhanger still over Last Action Hero, but that doesn't take anything away from Last Action Hero. Favorite Last Action Hero scenes? Well, I think we just mentioned a few. I also like when he goes to Charles Dance's house. "Good afternoon. We're looking for drug dealers. You have any in the house?" Who's asking? The Tin Man. Well, Tin Man, you and Toto go hit the bricks, and stuff. And then he has the guard dogs. He snaps his fingers, right? And then Arnold says, Charles Dance says, "You and Toto hit the bricks." Any questions? And Arnold says, "Yeah, 2 of them." And he lights a cigar. "Why am I wasting my time with someone like you when I could be doing something more dangerous in my life, like rearranging my sock drawer? And 2, how are you going to snap your fingers after I rip off both your thumbs?" And, I like that scene as well. And then you have the dogs and information. It's weird. And the famous comedian Arnold Braunschweiger. Yeah, there you go. Braunschweiger. It's Schwarzenegger. Gesundheit. Yeah, good comedy in it. I like it. Arnie taking a piss of himself. It has great cameos. Like I said, James Belushi has a cameo on the red carpet, for the premiere of the latest Jack Slater film, and during the end of the film, during the finale. JCVD appears on the red carpet. I think they even shot Timothy Dalton as a cameo. I think that was a deleted one, but I've seen the making of the film. He was also being, originally a cameo. Some great cameos in Last Action. Obviously, one of the best cameos ever if you've seen Terminator 2, which is all of a sudden you got fucking Robert Patrick appearing, as the cop from as the T-1000 from T2. Sharon Stone makes a cameo and fully in character and in costume as her Catherine Trammell character in Basic Instinct. Great cameos in that film all throughout, pretty much. It's I don't know. Like I said, I just fucking love it. I I love watching Last Action. I'll get the Blu-ray soon. I want to get it on 4K. It's definitely one I would upgrade to 4K pretty soon. That's how much I love it. Wait, the McTiernan. I don't think it is on this Blu-ray, is it? No, it does not have special features on this fucking Blu-ray. So I definitely got to get the 4K. That one has the McTiernan audio commentary. I will get it. Your impression is pretty good. Thank you. Makes me want to rewatch it. Yes. I might pop in an Arnie film after this for sure. I mean, I watched Kindergarten Cop. What else did I watch recently? Last Action Hero, coincidentally. I watched that, I think last week. I watched a few Arnie films. Eraser I watched recently. I think actually after this I might go for Total Recall or something. In the mood for that film. Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina. Thanks for the tip. DVD of Mel Creek, 5 chapters and restarts easily. Oh, it's for Last Action, the Mel Creek DVD. Okay. And yes, you got the Vito in there as a talking cat. You got the guy that killed Mozart. Fucking F. Murray Abraham. And Amadeus, of course. He was, Amadeus, it's 1-8 Oscars. In a movie. Hey kid, you always said this was a movie, didn't you? Yeah, I mean, F. Murray Abraham. That's John Practice. Practice makes perfect. Crane and Bill. Yes, that's another cool action scene at the police station. You got fucking Frank McRae, the police captain from 48 Hours, Sharky from License to Kill. He's the captain. This one, the over the top stereotypical, police captain is always shouting. Love at the end when he's go, stop shouting! I'm not deaf. You know why you shouting? Because it's in the script. You're the comic relief. Yeah, so many great moments. Last Action Hero. Let's move right along to number 8. This one is my favorite of Arnie's comedies. Ivan Reitman film from 1990. Do I got that right, or was it 91? It is 1990. Give this one a 8 as well. We're definitely at the top tier ones for sure now. It is in reference to this line that Bob McCall put there. It is from this film. It is, of course, at number 8, Kindergarten Cop. It's not a tumor. It's not a tumor at all. We're gonna play a wonderful game called Who is Your Daddy and What Does He Do? Take a toy back to the carpet. Take your toy back to the carpet. Take it back. Yeah, I love it. The kids in this are fantastic. These are some of the best child actors I've ever seen. I think they really did a fantastic job in this film, the kids. Especially the little girl that plays Emma. I gotta go to the bathroom. There is no bathroom. I think that little girl was really cute. She definitely was sweet and stuff. So I think she did a great job in particular. The kid that played Crisp's kid, the kid that is actually the main important kid in the film. Okay, but the other kids, I think, in the school, they're all fantastic. Some great supporting performances in this one as well. I love the little old woman, the principal of the school. I forget her name, but she's in like what NCIS or whatever that show is. I see her on TV regularly. How did it feel to hit that son of a bitch? It felt pretty good. Yes, that woman, that short woman, who Arnie fucking towers over her when they're standing side by side. Yeah, Penelope Ann Miller. She had some great films there in the late 80s, early 90s. Carlito's Way, Awakenings, this one. She had a great run there. Penelope Ann Miller, she's fantastic. Watched Total Recall on terrestrial TV and was cut to ribbons, so put the DVD on. Once you saw it, got it finished. Yes, we'll get to Total Recall. We'll get there soon. There's my Blu-ray Kindergarten Cop, by the way. There you go. Let's see. What is her name? Is she credited here? Of course I know, but it has Pamela Reed, Linda Hunt. That's her name, Linda Hunt. Yes, that's the short woman. Carol Baker as well as the mother of Richard Tyson's character, Crisp Cullen. We'll get to Total Recall soon. Don't worry. I like to see him just watching the car for you. My name is John Kimball, and I love my car. Yes. Saw Kindergarten Cop at the cinema. Always loved that one. Yes, it's fantastic. It's my favorite of the comedies. It's not for Ramon though. No real love for Kindergarten Cop. Twins is better. Well, yeah. Again, to each their own. I love Twins. Twins is definitely my second favorite of the comedies. Uh, the Ivan Reitman films go Kindergarten Cop, Twins, definitely huge step down than Junior. You know. I enjoy the outfit he wears while enforcing. Also, Richard Tyson trying to get the manicure. I'm a cop, you idiot. I'm Detective John Kimball, and this man is under arrest. Um, John Kimball and I love my car. Yes. Would Elijah Wood's boy been better? Maybe. Maybe. I like the restaurant that they're at is a good scene. Yes, when you actually got Pamela Reed trying to copy Arnold's accent because she's pretending to be his sister from Austria. I am Ursula from Austria. Yeah, this is my brother. Yeah, yeah, she's going for that. Kindergarten Cop is always on during the day, and they totally ruin it. Yeah, I mean it has a little dark scenes. Obviously, it's a family comedy, but then it goes dark in places. So but still, you know, I love it. Enabling abuse, murder, and Kindergarten Cop was a bad. Yeah, don't tell mom the babysitter's there. Ah, yes, and love interest in at baseball monkey comedy. With Dolph Lundgren, sadly, I did. Yes, that is actually one I still need to get for my Dolph Lundgren collection. Not a patch on this one, but yeah. How can you replace Arnie with Dolph? I mean, it's not a terrible replacement to be fair, but still, I like Dolph, but not on the level of Arnie. This is a ferret, yes. And I do like the music score as well, which is Randy Edelman did the music for this. Where's the music credit? He's not credited on the Blu-ray. Oh wait, there he is. Yeah, Randy Edelman. There you go. I do like the music score. Like how Kindergarten Cop isn't afraid to go a bit dark. It's not just a sub. Yes, exactly. It's for the family and it's also for in certain places for more mature audiences. You look better to start with the facial hair and glasses. He always looked a bit weird to me with the stubble. But that could just be me. I love the music score set driving. Then when he gets to the class to start perform, yes, it is a great score. Yes, Linda Hunt. She received an Academy Award back in the day for playing a male character alongside Gibson in The Year of Living Dangerously. Is that Mel Gibson? Because I've not seen that film. Actually, I would be intrigued to watch that. He should have done a tough cop thriller with him wearing the glasses and the beard from the opening. That would have been cool. That would have been maybe like his Cobra. The mother of the baddie did great in a movie called Baby Doll years ago. Carol Baker. Yes, Carol Baker is an underrated actress. I like her. Yes. Is that Yash, as in how Sean Connery says it? Mel Gibson. It's a Peter Weir film. Oh, okay. She Devils underrated. Linda Hunter, Roseanne Barr. I've not seen that either, so always like getting these recommendations. Always, I'm intrigued to watch more films anyway. So it was filmed just up the street from the Goonies. Is that Kindergarten Cop or is that the Peter Weir film, or which one are we referring to here? Great film with Sigourney. Oh, Sold. I love anything with her in it. So Sold. Yes, I'm gonna watch that as soon as I get the chance. Awesome movie. Thanks. I don't agree with the ranking. Thank you. Coincidentally, let's go on to the next one then. At number 7. We're at number 7 now. So Kindergarten Cop was number 8. Now at number 7 is another one from 1990, an absolute classic sci-fi action film, directed by the great, the amazing Paul Verhoeven, Dutchman. He did me proud with this film for sure, as he did with RoboCop as well. Let's see. Of course, you know which one it is. It is, of course, the awesome Total Recall, also with Sharon Stone, Michael Ironside, Ronnie Cox. Who's the chick in it? Rachel. Probably can't pronounce it. Decotin. That's what I'm going for. Awesome score by Jerry Goldsmith. With the opening track of this sounds so similar to the Conan the Barbarian main track, The Anvil of Crom. It sounds very similar to that, but I love it. Total Recall. Sharon Stone in her prime right there. You can tie me up. I'm like, oh yeah, I want to. But yeah, Total Recall, fantastic film. Get your ass to Mars. You are not you. You're me. No shit. um, yeah, gotta love Total Recall. The effect when he's in the airport and when he's the fat old lady, uh, when the thing comes off, it has kind of lost its touch there. I mean, it hasn't aged all too well. That's particular effect. Some of the special effects haven't aged too well, but the other ones, the makeup effect and stuff on the mutants on Mars, you got a lot of nerve showing your face around here, Hauser. Ha! Look who's talking. The guy was like literally has half a face. Practical effects and makeup effects in this one look fantastic. It's more the special effects that haven't necessarily aged the best for me, but like I said, it's kick-ass action. I mean, Paul Verhoeven, he always likes some great blood script effects, and you definitely have some great blood script effects in this one, especially in that scene where Arnold is on the the escalator or whatever it is, and he grabs the human shield, and you just see everything shredding in his chest and stuff, all the blood scripts going off. Paul Verhoeven does violence like pretty much almost no other. He's on the level of John Woo when it comes to blood script and stuff. For me, I mean, just take a look at RoboCop for further evidence. But yeah, fantastic film. I absolutely love Total Recall so much. It's only that I love the other ones a little bit more, but otherwise this would have been definitely higher. But I fucking love everything about Total Recall. It's a flawless film for me, pretty much. Love it. Oh, Linahan was great in both. That was for and Conan and Goonies. That was the same spot. Okay, 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Yes. There's Rachel Ticoden. Hope I pronounced that right. How long will you be staying for? Any fruits or vegetable? 2 weeks. Yes. My number one Arnie film. Forget Terminator. Love it. Oh, for Total Recall. Okay, yes. Yeah, Total Recall is fucking awesome. Honey, you wouldn't shoot me, would you? After all, we're married. Consider that a divorce. Probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite line of Arnie of all of his films. Consider that a divorce. I love that bit. Screw you! When he has the big drill. Yes, so many fantastic. See you at the party, Richter. So many great lines. Total Recall is my number one. It's big, it's intelligent, it's gory. Yes, great creature designs, great action. And it's directed by a Dutchman, fantastic. That's just a great cherry on top, isn't it? Especially for the two of us. I saw the cabbie actor once. Hey man, I got 5 kids to feed. What happened to number 4? Or what happened to number 6? Walking down the street when I was a child, he got mad at Benny. He was lying to Arnie and a betrayal. Yes, he was. Johnny Cab. Yeah, Goonies and Kindergarten Cop set in the store. Yeah, yes. Benny, yes. Benny's the name. Oh, that's good. I like how they repurposed Mexico City subway to look like sci-fi Mars. Yes, production design is fantastic in Total Recall. I got 5 kids to feed. Yes. What's your take on the ending of Total Recall? All real, or is he still? Well, that's the thing, isn't it? That's one of the things fans love to debate. I personally am on the level that it was a dream. That's why the white flash at the very end. But there's enough evidence to back up that it's all real. So there's evidence for both. It is one of those things where it's just open to interpretation for and up to each individual audience member to make up for themselves, really. Yes, and Sharon Stone is great in it. She is, yes. Like I said, when she has that outfit on with the leotard, oh, mad on. With RoboCop, Total Recall, Starship Troopers, and Basic Instinct on his resume. Let's not forget about Showgirls. I do like Showgirls as well. Paul Verhoeven turned out to be an amazing director. Yes, he has done some fantastic Dutch films as well. Let's not forget about Soldier of Orange now. But yes, those films, he made it to Hollywood. He absolutely made a big name for himself in Hollywood. So yeah. Last Resort Bar. Visit some triple tits. I swear, when I first saw it, I was like, "Is that real?" I did not know that was fake. It looked pretty good. Yeah, when I first saw it, it was literally, I was like, "Wow, is that real?" I never saw that before. Like, think about it. 2 tits are amazing, but why not have add a third one? Why not? Propulsive score and credits one of, yes. The Jerry Goldsmith is another huge maestro of film composers for me. Jerry Goldsmith is one of my favorite composers for sure. He's right up there with Morricone and John Williams and all those people. Yeah, Showgirls. And RoboCop's okay. Oh, I fucking love RoboCop. I think my Paul Verhoeven Hollywood action films would be, or Hollywood films would be, Total Recall might be my favorite of the Paul Verhoeven films. Then I would go for RoboCop. Then I take Basic Instinct. I love to see some naked Sharon. So, Starship Troopers. Then Showgirls. Yes, but I still like Showgirls though. What about Saturn? Don't you want to see Saturn? No, I don't. I'm not interested in Saturn. I said Mars. I love the design of the movie and Last Resort. Yes, like I said, it has some great production design. Yes, you're not the only one. Two favorite movies: Total Recall and Falling Down. She's also actually good in Man on Fire with Denzel Washington. That's another one she popped in. But yeah, definitely Total Recall. I think she's fantastic in it. Bob, straight to the point. Yes, Bob doesn't really fuck around too much. He just goes right to it. Recall. I always thought that was sort of, I thought that was a brother of Danny DeVito or something, but that guy is also in Die Hard 2, by the way, but he always had that Danny DeVito kind of vibe going on. There are some actresses of the adult content kind that had the free booby operation. I think I have seen one of those videos. I was like investigating the free boobies if it was real, and then something came up, obviously. So yes, I've seen that some girls actually have a third boob nowadays. Yes. Robo will always be my favorite. Yes, like I said, it's my second favorite. It's between this one and RoboCop. Must have been 9 or 10 years old when my dad and me rented RoboCop on the VHS. It was so incredibly gory. Almost gave me, yes, especially when you see it as a kid, it's like, it's shocking. It's shockingly gory. It gets his arm blown off and everything. Cost for Total Recall procedure for the production. It was a high budget. I'm not 100% sure on the budget, but it was fucking high. Yes, he looks similar to DeVito. For the memory of a lifetime, recall. Yes. And don't even get me started on the awful remake with Colin Farrell, by the way. That film does not exist for me. I was happy until I said that. Now I'm pissed off again. Let's go to something that makes me happy. Let's go to my number 6. Because Total Recall was number 7. Let's go to my number 6. My favorite Conan film. This one is a masterpiece for me. It is the original, the best. John Milius' masterpiece. Epic masterpiece. Conan the Barbarian from 1982. Again, I love the soundtrack by Basil Paul Dors. Probably one of my favorite soundtracks of all time. I love everything about the first Conan film. James Earl Jones, may he rest in peace, as Tulsa Doom, fantastic villain. Max von Sydow has a great role in it as King Osric. I love Sandal Bergman as Valeria. I love that Arnie is quiet in, but he has, when he speaks, you should listen, especially that ending speech that he does, Crown, I've never prayed to you before. I have not a tongue for it. I don't know the entire speech, but he goes on about, revenge and those who have died on the battlefield and stuff like that. But at the end, he says, grant me one thing, grant me revenge. And if you do not listen, then to hell with you. And of course, the famous line from this one is also, Conan, what is best in life? Crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and hear the lamentation of the women. Yeah, I know, I love Conan the Barbarian. And here's still my old Blu-ray for it. Again, I have it on 4K in the Arrow set, and I still even have my original DVD of it right here, the 2-disc set, which had tons of special features, for back in the day. Audio commentary by Milius and Schwarzenegger, which is hilarious to listen to, by the way. The first Conan film, masterpiece. Everything about it is fantastic. Yes, and let's not forget the amazing Michael Ironside as Richter. Yes, see you at the party, Richter. And even Ronnie Cox as Cohagen. Again, another fantastic line for Total Recall. Come on, Cohagen, you got what you want. Give these people air. Oh, it was a joke. Oh, thank God. Yeah, RoboCop is a masterpiece. He shoots the chap in the head, the nice corner, and arachnophobia that wants to watch Wheel of Fortune. Oh, yes, 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 that guy. Yeah, swallow it. Yes, that chap. Yeah, in Total Recall. The remake of Conan. Oh yeah, don't get me started on that with Jason Momoa. I like Jason Momoa, and the Conan remake was but not as bad as the Colin Farrell Total Recall one. That's for sure. But yeah, has there ever been more perfect casting than Arnie as Conan? I don't think there has been. I mean, look at him. Look at him. He's amazing in Conan. Um, what will be your next ranking live stream or live stream channel? Next week to be announced. I will do this treatment, this format for Clint Eastwood. We're moving up to more prestige actors in a way, because Clint Eastwood, of course, is an Oscar winner, unlike the last few stars we talked about. Then next week somewhere will be Clint Eastwood. I will rank all the films from 1964 onwards, from Fistful of Dollars right up until Cry Macho, all the ones he stars in. So yeah, that will be happening next week somewhere, and then also we'll do a few watch parties soon as well. Conan's mom was hot. Yes, she had a very nice, lovely face, for sure. My top 5 movies as 6 or 7-year-old kid around 85: Superman, Superman 2. Yes, those were some of my favorites growing up as well. Conan the Barbarian, Ghostbusters, and the Mouse and His Child, which is a cartoon. Okay, well, those are some solid fucking films right there. Solid list. Pumping Iron. Hey, Sean McManus, Pumping Iron #1. No, I do love Pumping Iron, but it did not make the list as it is a documentary. Sorry, I'm not here in Ireland. I have heard that. I hope everything is going well over there, because I've heard it's pretty fucking bad over there with the storm. Yes, do hope everything is well. I still have to see quite a bit of Mel's films. I've not seen his last like 5 or 6 or whatever films. I definitely have seen all the Lethal Weapon films. I've seen Braveheart. I've seen Edge of Darkness, The Patriot, of course, with Mel. Bird on a Wire. I fucking love Bird on a Wire. That one will be high. That's an underrated gem for me. There's quite a few. I've seen Ransom, of course, Payback, but I still need to see a few more from Mel. I want to see as much as I possibly can before doing one of these rankings. So, but Mel will definitely be one. Maybe I'll get some movies of his. Maybe we can do that very, very soon. Favorite Conan the Barbarian cut, the theatrical, international, or extended one? I always go for the longest one, so let's go for extended. I always go for the longest versions. Conan is so epic, it deserves the longest treatment. Wow, that will be incredible, Mr. Eastwood. Yes, that will be fantastic. I've never done an Eastwood ranking. People always ask me to do a top 10. That was one of my most requested top 10s when I did the top 10 videos. Everybody was asking for a top 10, but it's just hard to pick just 10. That's why I like these treatments, because I can talk about all of his films. It is hard to pick just 10 for Eastwood in particular, so that's why I never did an Eastwood ranking before. Yes, I have heard that on the news as well. So yeah, I do hope everything is okay over there with yourself, of course, and your family and loved ones as well. I've heard it's pretty fucking bad. Yeah, for Mel Gibson, that is a good idea. Yeah, some places got hit bad. Both Conans are still cut. Yeah, for the horse trips. And the camel punching is the best bit, you know. Ha, will you look at that? Will you look? Oh, he fucking punches out the camel. Fucking love that bit. Yeah, that's one I haven't seen. Fat Man with Melisana. Like I said, it's last couple of our films I've not seen. I think the most recent Mel Gibson film I saw is might be like, what is it, Get the Gringo or Bloodfather? I did like those films. And of course, Machete Kills. Yeah, he was in that. And of course, Expendables 3. He was in that as well. Yeah, Bloodfather. That's a pretty good one. Did you mention Stay Hungry? I mentioned it. I've not seen it, so that's why it's not making a little. But I did mention it. It is one I'll probably will watch sometime. But yeah. Mel, number 1 pick is. I do fucking love the Road Warrior. Yes. Yes, the Mad Max films obviously they will make the ranking. I think in total maybe I've seen about 30 of Mel Gibson films. So there's still some, like I said, I need to watch. So, but that's definitely one that can happen for sure. Surely we've already done a Charles rank. Yes, we have. That was the first one where this started 2 years ago. I did my big live Charles Bronson ranking. Then obviously now I did my Stallone ranking last month, and now we're doing all these rankings. So it started with Bronson. So yeah, we've already done that. Top 5 Arnold for Sean McManus is Terminator 1, Predator, Last Action Hero, True Lies, and Total Recall. Yes, those are fantastic ones for sure right there. Awesome picks there. Bloodfire was good. Get the Gringo, not so much. I actually don't remember Get the Gringo. No. I remember liking it, so I'll have to give it another watch. Yes, Air America, that's another one. I do need to get that for the collection, but I have seen it. Anyway, no, that was Total Recall at number... Oh, no, Conan the Barbarian, excuse me. Conan the Barbarian, number 6, so we're now at the top 5. At number 5, we have the last collaboration between Arnold and James Cameron from 1994. Also co-starring a fantastic Jamie Lee Curtis, Tom Arnold in it as a great comic relief. This, of course, is the amazing True Lies, which I do have the very, very controversial 4K of it at this point. Very reasonably priced, actually not that bad. You can definitely see a little weird AI things in one scene in particular. It looks waxy in one scene in particular, like one brief bit. I do also still have the Spanish Blu-ray of it as well. And I also still have my old DVD of it somewhere. So, but no, I fucking love True Lies. Again, I did a watch party on this one with Gareth Video Tasties not all too long ago. Fucking love True Lies. I mean, Jamie Lee Curtis. That we all know the scene I'm talking about. You know, when she's doing the striptease dance. Not strip, but she's doing the sexy dance. Do it very slowly. Do it doucement. You know. A great Bill Pax in this one. As like a 10-year-old boy. Yeah, everybody I think loves this one. Don't think there are many people that dislike True Lies, that is. So yeah. Braveheart is better than... Ooh. That is interesting. I would have him close. I cannot choose one at this particular moment, but I love both of those films. I do have Tequila Sunrise. It's not one of my favorites. I will have to give it a rewatch, but I do remember not getting on with it at all when I saw it. So, but I do have the DVD of that. Braveheart might be my number 1. It would be up there. It would be up there. Yeah, Bill Paxton as Simon. Yes, the used car salesman. Yes, Maverick. I do have Maverick on Blu-ray as well now. That was one of my recent pickups last month. It's a snow cone maker. It's an espresso machine. Shame about that high def transfer. Yes, it is. It's a controversial transfer. People hate it, and there's others that like it or don't mind it. I fall in that camp, so yeah, I don't want to get into it too much. It's a topic that has already been done to death, but yeah, Bill Paxton is fun. It's one of my favorite Bill Paxton roles in True Lies. The stunt doubles were easy to spot. I wish Cameron just put Arnold's face on them like he did on T2 4K. Yeah, I mean, the stunt doubles were already easy to spot on the DVD, so especially now in this 4K, yeah, you can really see it. GLC, Jamie Lee Curtis never really did it for me. Tia Carrere on the other hand, yes, I would probably go there as well. In terms of which one I prefer, I mean, Jamie Lee Curtis, I do think she's pretty fucking hot, especially in this one and also in Trading Places. I think I do know why she never did for you, because you're trying to kill her in every film. She's fucking Laurie Strode. I have actually not seen Apocalypto, so I do need to check that one out. I've not seen it. I got a little dick, it's pathetic. Yeah. Yeah, it's good that you clarify that. Yes, I love Bird on the Wire. That one will probably be high, like I said. I think that's underrated. Yes, I think we all do. We all do. Yeah, the little dick line. Yes. And then he wets himself. Yeah. Would a spy wet himself? I hate it when he messes with them. Would rather have the doubles than Arnie's face based it on. Fair enough. Fair enough. So the True Lies is number 5. Number 4, we have another fan favorite for sure. This one is in 1985. Let's Party is all I'm going to say, because this is the awesome Commando. Somewhere, somehow, someone is going to pay. The great Vernon Wells in here as the villain, as Bennett. This one has one-liner after one-liner after one-liner. This one. Alyssa Milano plays his daughter. She gets kidnapped. This is pretty much the prototype for Taken. Yeah, Stephen E. D'Souza film or script directed by the great Mark L. Lester, who did the fantastic and underrated Showdown Little Tokyo with Dolph Lundgren and Brandon Lee, as well as some other kick-ass films. Can't go wrong with Commando. It's 90 minutes, or not even 90 minutes. Like, how long is this film? I think it's not even 90 minutes. Where's the runtime for it? Oh, it is 90 minutes in the theatrical one. If you watch the director's cut, which has some more bloody bits, especially during the tool shed scene, it's 92 minutes in the director's cut. But yeah, it's a short watch. It flies by like that. It's fantastic. Yes, it is Commando. Somewhere, somehow, someone. Yes, and a great kick-ass song at the end by the Power Station. Somewhere, down, down, somehow, down, down. Fucking love it. Most underrated Mel Gibson performance is a title role in 1990s Hamlet. He's awesome as Hamlet. I've heard mixed to negative things about it, but that's another one I would have to check out. Yeah, Shakespeare, come on. This green beret's gonna kick your big ass. I eat green berets for breakfast. Right now, I'm very hungry. You want to put a knife in me? Look me in the eye and see what's going on in there when you turn it. Come on, Bennett. Let's party. Yes. The only time steel drums sound good, yes. Commando saw it as when I was 7 or 8. I instantly had a crush on Alyssa Milano, still do. I had a crush on Alyssa Milano back in the day, but that was because I watched her in Charmed. And then I saw her as the kid in Commando afterwards. It's sad there will never again be an action movie as good as pretty much any of these. Yes, that is sad to think about. You know what's even better? The price. Also, Commando has the best tool-up scene. Yes, when he's getting the vest on and he's putting the camo paint on, loading the guns, the Desert Eagle, the Uzis and stuff, and he gets the rocket launcher, slings it on the shoulder. Yeah, fantastic. Oh, John, I feel good. Just like old times. You're getting old, John. You're getting old. Bullshit. He lied. Remember Sally when I promised to kill you last? Yes, Matrix, you did. I lied. Just like old times. John, I'm not going to shoot you between the eyes. I'm going to shoot you in the balls. I'm going to kill you, John. Yeah, Vernon Wells, man. Fucking love that guy. Like I said, I met him on the live stream courtesy of Gareth Video Tasty. Got to ask Vernon Wells a few questions. Lovely chap. I think he made for a great villain in Commando for sure. Even though he was a replacement, he still made the best of it. I let him go. What'd you do with Sully? I let him go. Yeah, Lester was a great director. Firestarter, Commando, Class of 1994 and 99, yes. Plus Showdown Little Tokyo, pretty good run, yes. Sadly, Showdown Little Tokyo got cut by the studio, but it's still a kick-ass film nonetheless. We'll get to that when we do Dolph, which I think Dolph will be one that's coming up soon as well. I have a lot of Dolph films. I think I'm around 45 Dolph films, so yeah. So yeah, that's Commando number 4. Everybody loves it. We got some great quotes here by everyone. Everyone's dropping the quotes. Everybody knows the quotes, so yeah. Would Wings Hauser have been as good as Wells? Apparently, yeah, I think he was the original choice, yes. And Chainmail costume was made for him, yes, because it did not fit for Wells too much. I don't know, I like Wings Hauser. Wings Hauser can go over the top, so but I think they made the right choice in the end. I like how it worked out with Vernon Wells. Dutch, I love Class of 1994, which has a great Alice Cooper song. Yes, it does. Commando would not work nowadays because now they could call on their cell phones when he was in the mall. Yes, indeed. That's probably why Taken, does differently with the Kidnador and stuff. I think Taken is pretty much the modern remake of Commando. Not as awesome. Still pretty awesome, but not as awesome. Yeah, Class of 84 is awesome. Please don't disturb our friend. He's dead tired. Which I like that that's actually a reference to a Bond film, Thunderball, where Sean Connery said that, like, you mind if my friend shush one out? She's just dead. Pretty much comes down to the same thing. Take a look at my face. I'm in the future. Which one is this? Don't recognize that quote. At least not right now. I know I get it. Yes, I get it. The Alice Cooper song. Yeah, don't worry. I get it. The ice cream place, they go, oh yes, the weird opening montage where they're feeding the deer and then they go for the ice cream. Look at me, I got the ice cream on my face. No one has ever swung down a massive long balloon with, yes, he swings across like Tarzan. Are you going to tell me what's going on or what? No. Yeah, I do like Ray Dawn Chung. She's a bit annoying, but I do like her. It's the quiet amount. It's the good amount of, not too annoying. It's slightly annoying, but not. It doesn't go over the top. Let's put it that way. For me, anyway. Do you remember Arnold was offered the Mason role in The Rock, which Connery played? I actually do not. I wasn't aware of that, but that could have been fucking interesting. I do like Connery in that, so yeah. Why didn't they just call him Carl George? It would cause all the confusion, I think. Eats a sandwich. What's in this? You don't want to know. You think I was supposed to smell him coming? I did. If you want your daughter back, you're going to have to cooperate. Yes? Wrong! If that mall would have had the robots from Chopping Mall, would Arnold have stood a chance in Commando? Well, he's still Arnold. I mean, he had like 20 security dudes on him and just got up. All of them went off. So Arnold was a beast in Commando. Here is Sub-Zero, now Plane Zero. Yes. And of course, let's not forget about the immortal line, let off some steam, Bennett. What should Commando 2 and 3 have done? Well, I think didn't Die Hard start as Commando 2? I think Die Hard originally was, in production. It started as a sequel to Commando. Which is a shame there actually never was a Commando 2, or I would have loved to have seen it. Sadly, if they do it nowadays, it'll probably be the woke version where Arnie gets kidnapped and it has to be the daughter that goes in. So, I love, Chopping Mall, yes. It was the same mall, yes. And it's more trivia, it's also the fucking same mall as the Galleria in Terminator 2. You seen this kid when Robert Patrick goes in there? Bennett was also in Mad Max 2, yes, the Road Warrior, and also in Weird Science. Yes, he definitely was. He definitely was. So yeah, Commando, don't need to say anymore. It's a classic. Everybody loves it. Guilty pleasure for some, but I don't even feel guilty for loving it as much. I just fucking love it. At number 3, this is what Yam Yam has referred to as the most manliest film of all time. Yes, it pretty much fucking is. 1987, another John McTiernan film. This, of course, is the amazing Predator. Let's get to the chopper! If it bleeds, we can kill it. And all that stuff. Yes, Predator at number 3. Got the god-awful 3D Blu-ray of it, which was the waxy Hunter Edition Blu-ray. I do like the slipcover, though. So. Yeah, it was the Hunter Edition. This was the waxy Blu-ray. There's the 3D Blu-ray. It actually looks pretty cool in 3D when you got the PlayStation VR headset on, which I do have. But nowadays, of course, this was one of the Arnie films I just had to get on 4K. So that's what we did. 4K of Predator, got it right here. Yes. Arnie as Major Dutch Schaefer, fantastic film. It still holds up. It still fucking holds up. This is one of them ones you can just watch anytime, never get bored of. Just like Commando, just like True Lies, just like Total Recall, just like the 2 films that are still coming up. It's a classic. It's an absolute God-given classic. There we go. I would have dug a movie where Alyssa Milano becomes a badass thanks to her dad and then goes to rescue him. And then they both tag team and destroy the bad guys. On paper, that could work, but Hollywood nowadays would really make that, woke as hell. So, yeah. If that would happen in the 90s or something, yeah, that would have been still pretty good. Do you like the henchman that he makes dead tired? He seems misunderstood. Oh, the black guy. Yeah, I think I've actually seen him in some other Silver productions. I think he popped up in Action Jackson and a few other films. I mean, obviously he gets disposed of quickly, so it's not really too memorable, except for giving us the dead tired line. So, or prompting Arnie to give us a dead tired line. Let's put it that way. Interesting outfit and very low key. There goes the fucking damn clocks again. Remember thinking Suburban Commando was a sequel, then realized that definitely no, it's not. It's fucking not. Predator, woo! Yes, we love Predator. If I may, I recommend you check out a band called Austrian Death Machine. Their music is all Arnold based. I think I've heard of them. I haven't checked out their music, but I think I've heard of them. They got a kick-ass song called "Get to the Chopper." Okay, sold. I'll check that out right after the stream. The 4K of Predator is very nice. It looks pretty fucking fit on 4K, yes. Predator will be my top choice all day long. Yes, a lot of people will have this at number one. Like I said, Dan has it at number one. Yam Yam has number one. Now Michael Myers has it number one. You ain't afraid. There's something out there, Major. And it ain't no man. Was got Billy so spooked. Yeah, John McTiernan, man, what happened? He had such a fantastic run. Predator, Die Hard, Hunt for Red October. Yes, I fucking love Hunt for Red October as well. Well, Medicine Man, okay. Well, it still has Sean Connery, but Medicine Man is great. Last Action Hero. What else is some John McTiernan films? Thomas Crown Affair with Pierce Brosnan and Rene Russo. That's a great film. What happened? He did some awesome films back in the day, man. Turn around. Over here. Predator is amazing in top 5 for me. Yes, it has to be top 5 easily. If it's not number 1, it has to be. And yeah, number 3 right now. So, top 5. One of the most underrated action movies from the golden age of action movies, although released in 19. Yeah, Predator 2 is pretty fucking good. Predator 2 is good. Yes, not as bad as definitely the other Predator sequels afterwards. We're making out stand now. There will be. We'll make a stand now. There will be nobody left to get to the chopper. Yes. Is Nomads good? I've not seen Nomads. Not that I remember. Commander Airplane Guy. Yeah, he is in Action Jackson. He shows Weathers a set of severed balls in a jar. Yes. There's 2 free men out there, not a fucking lizard. Yes, again, it has the amazing Carl Weathers in it, of course. Predator, that is. May rest in peace. Obviously, Carl Weathers, he's one of my favorites. He appeared, obviously in the Rocky films. The Rocky films have a big, childhood, sentiment for me, nostalgia for me. Carl Weathers, bless him, and he did fantastic in Predator, and obviously Action Jackson should have gotten the sequel. You also got Bill Duke, of course, in this one. Sonny Landham, such a badass cast. Jesse Ventura, such a badass film, such a manly cast, manly film. Die with a Vengeance. I forgot about Die with a Vengeance. Yes, thank you. But yeah, also, yes, he did some fantastic films. Like 13 Warrior, Antonio Banderas. I actually got that one on DVD somewhere as well. Yes, he did some fantastic film. Yes, I've heard he had some troubles, but like, why is he like blacklisted or whatever? Like why is he not doing another film? If Predator 2 had been a bigger hit, what would you have liked to have seen for Predator 3? Arnie and Danny team. Ooh, that could be a good idea. A team up of Arnie and Danny Glover, yes. Maybe to go to a new country, or what should have occurred? I think you pretty much described it there, yes. Arnie and Danny for Predator 3. That could have been, better than Predators or The Predator, so. Gonna have me some fun. Yeah, I love that scene in the chopper, yeah. When you got Long Tail Sally playing. Oh, Long Tail Sally, she's sweet, she got everything that Uncle John need, oh baby. Yes, Action Jackson is fantastic. It's not, that's a very underrated action film as well. I've always loved Predator 2 since I saw it in the 90s, was very, very young, yes. And the same year as Marked for Death, which also dealt with Jamaicans, so, and both are 20th Century Fox films, so there's a connection between Seagal and Predator 2. It is awesome, but yeah, after that it definitely went to shit. You guys ever seen the Predator 2 video with Danny Glover dancing with all the Predators? It's awesome. I've not seen that, but I will definitely check that out. Which one has the most quotes of his Arnie films? Well, Commando is up there. This one is up there, Predator. It's a tie between Terminator 1, 2, Predator, Commando. Those are the best quotes. Running Man has fantastic quotes. I think overall, like quote for quote, like one line after one line, it's got to be Commando. Commando has to be the one-liner film, you know. And yes, Carl Weathers was also in the amazing Charles Bronson, Lee Marvin film Death Hunt. Yes, he was in there as well. You're absolutely correct there. Hurricane Smith was not a bad one, yes, but we should have gone a Action Jackson too. I have still not seen Prey. I have still not seen Prey. I have to check it out. I still have not seen it yet. I also have not seen Alien Romulus yet, so I gotta boot up Disney Plus one of these days and check both those films out. 1340 was a massive flop, which probably, yes, and of course let's not even get started on the Rollerball remake. So yeah, fucking voodoo magic, man. Want some candy? Yes, Total Recall. I will do a quick recap as we are now entering the top two. I think everybody knows what the top two for me will be. I will do a quick recap now that you ask. We have 30 films in total, and no Expendables film, no Stay Hungry, no Pumpin' Iron. I have not seen Killing Gunther or what was the other one? Bob McCall mentioned it. There was another one that I had not seen. The one with Jackie Chan. The Iron Mask. Those I've not seen, so we got 30 in total. Bottom of the barrel is Terminator Dark Fate, Dark Crap, Dark Shit. Like, suck my dick, that film. Number 29 is Junior. Number 20 is Batman Robin. Okay, that's a little bit better than the previous two. The Sixth Day at number 27. Forgettable action film, sci-fi action, or could have been way better. I think that one had a PG-13 rating. I think maybe that brought it down. Terminator 3 at 26. Terminator Genisys at 25. Maggie at 24. Sabotage at 23. Aftermath at 22. Escape Plan at 21. Red Sonja at number 20. Conan the Destroyer at 19. Jingle All the Way at number 18. Collateral Damage at 17. The Last Stand at 16. Twins at 15. Raw Deal at 14. Red Heat at 13. Razor at 12. The Running Man at number 11. This one again, it used to be my number 10, but it moved down because I like this one just a little bit more. End of Days at 10. Last Action Hero at number 9. Kindergarten Cop at number 8. And here is Total Recall, number 7. Then Conan the Barbarian, number 6. True Lies, number 5. Commando, number 4. And Predator at number 2. And this is where we are right now. So let's go to number 2. It is the one that really made Arnold a star, the one that really pushed, put him on the map, let's say, even more than Conan the Barbarian. Conan the Barbarian was already very successful, but it was this little 1984 $6.5 million budget grindhouse B movie, in a way. That's how it was looked upon anyway. James Cameron film. It is the original, for some people the best, not for me. Obviously I go a different direction, but I freaking love everything about 1984's The Terminator. The original, again, for a lot of people the best. It comes down fucking close, but there's just one film I like a little bit more. But yeah, no, of course we all know this one. It has Arnold, Linda Hamilton, Michael Biehn, Earl Bowen as Dr. Silberman, what's his name? the gun shop guy, Dick Miller as the gun shop clerk, Lance Henriksen in it, Paul Winfield as the police captain, Traxler, great cast and so many great scenes. I love the whole gun shop scene. The Uzi 9mm, the phase plasma rifle in the 40-watt range. Hey, it's just what you see, pal. So yeah, I mean, Terminator. I got this little box right here of the Terminator. That's where the action figure was in. The NECA figure. Can't go wrong. Great soundtrack. Love it. Just love it. Danny boy. Oh, Michael Myers says Prey isn't bad. No masterpiece. What was that? But okay, well, if that's coming from Michael Myers, that's definitely I value his opinion. Because we have a lot of similar opinions. That's why. So, I take a shot for shot Commando remake and line for line remake. Cast anyone. If it's less good than Commando, would still be something to see what the parts are like again and lines love. Fair point. Fair point. Prey is better than Romulus, but not a fan of either. Ah, okay. Okay. Paxton was in everything. He's in Predator 2 as well. Yes, he's also, of course, in the Terminator as one of the punks. Wash day tomorrow. Nothing clean, right? Nothing clean, right? I think this guy is a couple of cans short of a six-pack. Your clothes. Give them to me. Now. Fuck you, asshole. I always enjoy his performance. He is probably the best thing in that film. That's definitely what makes it watchable for me. So, yeah. Good to see T3 Solo hate that movie. Yes. I don't hate it. I definitely like it. I mean, it's The Godfather compared to Terminator Dark Fate, in my opinion. But, yeah, not the greatest. And, yeah, I do love Anno Days as well. So, good to see some more love for it. Sabotage was number 23. 23 was Sabotage. Yes, it was number 23 right there. Sabotage. Let's see. T1 and T2, yes. Well, you all know that there's only one film left now for number 1, but as a kid, Terminator 2 was my favorite, but as I got older, the first one was my favorite. Yeah, like I said, it's either one of the two. For a lot of people, it's also the first one that's the favorite, and yeah, other people, like me, obviously go a different way because, let's just go here. Number 1 is Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Still my favorite Arnie film. This will always be my favorite Arnie film. It is not only my favorite Arnie film, it is my favorite action film of all time. My favorite action film in general. You know, from beginning to end, it's a big chase movie pretty much. You know, they're you know, the T-1000 is on their tail. The action scene, the bike chase scene in the LA sewers is fantastic. The Galleria Mall bit is fantastic. Arnie using the minigun, having 0 casualties, you know, when he takes on the whole police force is fantastic. The ending is fantastic. This ending still makes me cry to this day. I know not why you cry. It is something I can never do. And I, of course, lowers into the steel. Da 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 da. Makes me cry every time. I freaking love T2. T1 is awesome, but T2 is just a masterpiece. It's probably the only film in Arnie's catalog I give it 10. Oh, to be fair, I might give Terminator and Predator a 10 as well. So I'll retract that statement. Terminator 2 gets a 10 stars for me. Terminator 1 gets a 10 stars, and Predator gets 10 stars for me on the Arnie scale, anyway. So. But T2, one of my favorite movies of all time, so ba-bum, bum, ba-bum. Yes, you can't go wrong with T1 and T2. Beyond T2, though, T1 will always be my favorite in the series, yes. By the way, here's my Blu-ray for Terminator 1. I have to get the 4K. I've heard the 4K of T1 is actually pretty good. And then I have the Blu-ray for Terminator 2 Judgment Day. This one has the multiple versions on it, the extended version with the alternate ending. So this one has like pretty much 3 versions to choose from. Here's my original DVD of it, which has the original poster. Yes, Terminator 2 Judgment Day, the Ultimate Edition DVD. Yes, I love it. Absolutely love it. I will not get the Terminator 2 4K. I will get the T1 4K, but not the T2 4K. I've heard terrible things about the T2 4K. So, still the most iconic Arnold poster. Yes, I mean that poster is fantastic. Just that pose there with the gun. Yeah, it's absolutely. And again, this is from the NECA action figure. I love that they use the original poster art on that box. Watch day tomorrow. Nothing clean. Your clothes, give them to me now. Yes. Only one Terminator should have been made. I mean, it ended well. Also, I don't like Arnie being a good guy in T2. It's just not for me. Yes, that is. I think Carlos Eastwood for Life fan has even said that like he would have preferred another Terminator film where Arnie first was the bad guy, and then maybe in the third one turn him into a good guy. I do see that criticism. I love him as the killer cyborg in the first one, but I just love the switch in T2. For me, T2 is perfect. So yeah. I mean, again, to each their own. I know that Keith, Euphoria Pictures, doesn't like T2 because of he hates Eddie Furlong in it. He hates him as a child actor. And Terminator and Commando, Bill really was, yes, Paxton, yes. He was even in Commando as well, that's true. And yeah, women cry Titanic, men cry Terminator 2. Bob McCall cries a Terminator 2 as well, but for different reasons. Yes, Maggie had been mentioned. Maggie was my number 24. There it is. We have mentioned Maggie. Yes. And now I'm done with the ranking. I could go for a smoke. Ice cream in the pocket, Bastien. Look on Sarah's face. Oh, they give you the tip, kid. Yes. Yes. And Linda Hamilton, I had the biggest crush on her as a kid. I still do when I watch her in T1, to be fair. I just love her in T1. Gorgeous woman. I love the 80s hair that she has in it. I have a thing for that. I think she's fantastic in T1. And of course, the sex scene doesn't hurt at all. You know, doesn't dampen the enjoyment whatsoever. Yeah, who gets the burly beef? Negative. It's not a mission priority. It's a priority to me. Thought you told the kid to get rid of that fucking mud. Yes. She's not my mother, Todd. Which is, by the way, Jeanette Goldstein as his foster mother, of course, the awesome Vasquez from Aliens. So, Terminator 2 was sequel-proof. They resolved everything, gave a happy ending, perfect close, and they never made a sequel ever again. He said in delusional state. Yes, there's no Terminator after the second one. T-1000, yes, also a cameo in Wayne's World. That is very true. That is very true. The tanker chase is amazing. The music when Arnold climbs up and shoots the T-1000. Yes, and that great, awesome helicopter underneath the overpass. Man, that's a great bit of action. Put the cellulite. Ramona saying my favorite filmmaker of all time is Russian filmmaker Andrei Tarkovsky. Probably butchered that. And he made art films, and he hated commercial Hollywood movies back in the day. But he mentioned one movie as an exception. The Terminator. Well, he has great taste then. Great. I love Tarkovsky. Yep. I wonder if anyone thinks the Junior poster is iconic. Well, just for your enjoyment, let's put that up again. Look at me, I'm pregnant. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm dreading watching that film again for the watch party. My nipples are very sensitive. Feel how soft my skin is. Yeah. Love, Mirror, and Stalker. I'm assuming that's a Tarkovsky film. I've not seen a Tarkovsky film. He praised the Terminator, saying its vision of the future and relation between man and his destiny is pushing the frontier of cinema as an art. That's not a bad review for Terminator. Not at all. There we go. Fix my tripod up. Yeah, we got the segways in the bathroom, so. Oh yes. That's in D2, of course. Yeah. Makes a metallic clanking sound. And that was the same year, wasn't it? Children of the Corn. Bob McCall's crying now. I'm glad they got that alternate ending with Linda Bell. Bad old age makeup would have ruined it. Well, with that ending, it's a definitive ending, so if they would have used that ending, there definitely would not have been a T3. Although, wait, Hollywood would still have found a way to make it work. Or not work, James Cameron does raise the bar, remember? Well, if he keeps doing these Blue Smurf films, this bar will be very low for James Cameron, but my handcuffs, I picked them. Yeah, that's another great scene in True Lies. I'm going to kill you pretty soon. How, exactly? Well, I was thinking about using that, I forget what the surgical knife is called. Using that on the guard and then maybe snap your neck. Oh, how are you going to do that? My handcuffs, I picked them. And then he actually snaps and it does exactly what he said. Yeah, the nuke scene, yes. It's a pretty fucking great representation of what a nuclear explosion would look like. I mean, obviously I've never been in one, because if I was, I would be dead. But if I had to imagine, that would be probably how it would be. So love Tarkovsky, fell in love with his cinema like 25 years ago. Once saw Stalker on the big screen in Tarkovsky retrospective, and it was amazing. I will have to check this Tarkovsky guy out. Like I said, I'm not familiar with his catalog of films at all. Cameron died rapidly after True Lies. Yes, because I'm not a Titanic fan. I'm also not a Blue Smurf movies fan. So yes, True Lies is the last great Cameron film for me. So I respect Titanic for what it is. It obviously is a big movie. It made a lot of money. It's a big success. But not for me. Not for me. Not for me at all. It would have been better if it had Arnold in it. Can you imagine Arnold and Kate Winslet? So yeah, that was the ranking, guys. Like I said, we made it through this one quicker than the JCVD ones and the Steven Seagal one. So yeah, that's why I want to do it this way, because then I can talk about every one of his films. The one that the ones that I really, really love. All of them will get a mention. So because it's hard to pick 10. It's fucking hard to pick 10, especially for Clint. I like The Abyss. Still have the old DVD of it. I also got that 4K of it that came out last year. Ed Harris is fantastic in it. What a performance. Don't tell him that, because he hates talking about The Abyss, but I think he's fantastic. That might be one of my favorite Ed Harris performances. I think The Abyss is actually a pretty great, solid film. Yeah, Avatar 3, I've not even made it through the first one, let alone the second one or the third one that's coming out this year. So it's not for everyone. For Tarkovsky, okay. Without wanting to be snobbish, it's difficult cinema. Okay. Well, we shall see. We shall see. First Smurf film was okay. Second, not so good. Kate Winslet posing the best part of Titanic. Yes. I would agree that probably is my favorite part as well. Not sure what my top Clint film would be, but he's made an insane amount of. I can spoil that one already, and I've made no secret about that. I've made that no secret. The Good, the Bad, the Ugly is the best Clint film for me. That's definitely my number one, undisputed. It's got to be The Good, the Bad, the Ugly. One of my favorite films of all time as well. So it's in my top 5 favorite films of all time, The Good, the Bad, the Ugly. So it's got to be that one for Clint. So I can already spoil you guys. That one, my number one, will be The Good, the Bad, the Ugly. Get to the chopper so we can draw you like one of my French girls. Yes, about Titanic, I guess that is. Every time I see Harris behind the scenes or in interviews, he seems to be having a complete meltdown. He's a complicated actor, complicated man. was a good spoof of Titanic too. Jack's back. Check it out. Oh, and I still maintain there was room on that door for Jack. So you know, again, I've watched Titanic once. Not my thing. I think it's overrated, and I know how much it is loved. But yeah, no, 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 no. That's my least favorite. I can spoil you guys that one as well. My number one pick for Clint, The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, and High Plains Drifter. Yes, a tie. I think High Plains Drifter would make my top 10. I still have to put the entire list together. I know my number one, so the rest will still be a bit of a puzzle to figure out. But High Plains Drifter is a high ranking one for me as well. I do love that film a hell of a lot. Dirty Harry will be in the top 10 for sure. Unforgiven will be. There's so many good ones. Escape from Alcatraz might make the top 10. Gran Torino, I think, will make the top 10. But we'll see. Like I said, I still have to watch the... still have to put the list together. Still have to juggle all the pieces, you know, put the puzzle together. Wait, I had this one already. Tried watching Paint Your Wagon, had to turn up. Yes, that was a first time live watch for me when I did that watch party. And yes, it was not a good film. It was terrible. I hated it. Again, to each their own. The film has its fans, I do know that, but I'm just not one of them. There we go. But yes, Clint will be next. We'll do Clint Eastwood next week. If all goes right, maybe this upcoming Tuesday. I think I'm off on Tuesday anyway. I got a stream on Monday with Carlos and Dan. And so obviously I'm not available to do one myself on Monday. But Tuesday, maybe Clint Eastwood. Otherwise, it will probably be Thursday next week. But we shall see. Obviously, to be announced. Watch this channel for further updates. The Gauntlet, that ending with the... Oh, I love the Gauntlet. That would be a high-ranking one for me as well. I fucking love the Gauntlet. Then Lee Marvin say Paint Your Wagon was damn near destroyed his career. I don't recall that, but it wouldn't surprise me because yes, it was a flop. It also was a big flop when it came out. Like surprising because Clint Eastwood was hot at that time. Obviously, the Dollars films. The Dollars film at that time already played in the US by 1969. That's definitely when they were released already in the US. Where Eagles Dare was a big hit. So Clint was pretty much hot property at the time. So I will say Firefox will be... Firefox will be low, but I do like it. I used to hate it. Probably used to be my least favorite one. It's gone up a few spots. I like it more as I've matured. Let's put it that way. Could you do the Do You Feel Lucky Punk speech with Arnold Schwarzenegger? Well, I need a visual aid. I need a prop. Luckily, I have a fake. I have to specify. I have a fake replica revolver pistol thingy. So this is not a real gun. So don't worry. And especially for YouTube, don't block this because it's not a real gun. And let's not make the Alec Baldwin mistake. I'm going to check this gun. There are fake shells in it. I've removed them. So this gun is completely cold. It's a cold gun. Right? Okay. Here we go. Wait, I got to remember the speech a bit. Okay. Now I know what you're thinking. Did he fire 6 shots or only 5? To tell the truth, and all this excitement, I kind of lose track myself. Not being this is a 357 Magnum. 44 Magnum is actually 357, but okay. The most powerful handgun in the world. You could be your head clean off. You gotta ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk? See, it's empty. So don't worry. It like I said, it's fake shells. It's like a CO2. It fires these little BB thingies. It's like a BB gun. It's a BB gun. So yeah, but it functions like the real thing. So They should use that. They should use those for prop guns in films instead of like blank firing guns. That would be much safer. But Unforgiven, Outlaw Josie Wales, Pale Rider, Hang 'em High would also make my top 10. Watched all those movies with my dad. Yes, especially the westerns. As you guys know, I'm a big western fan, so the westerns will definitely be high-ranking ones for me. Was sad seeing him so old in Cry Macho. Yes, not my favorite. I think that will be a lower-ranking one for sure. I was disappointed with Cry Macho. I do have to give it another watch, to be fair, but wasn't the biggest fan of it. Arnie should have done. Clint Eastwood was the big inspiration for Arnie. He's always said that. Like Arnie is interviewed on the Dirty Harry films. Actually, I was going through the Dirty Harry films again earlier this week. Got the box out of it right here. Arnie is one of the interviewees on the special feature, and he always like, Clint Eastwood was my inspiration. I wanted to be just like him, and stuff. So yeah, Arnie as Dirty Harry would be awesome. But we already got like a Dirty Harry-esque Arnie in Red Heat with the 44 Magnum. So thank you, thank you. Anyway, that's it for today. That's it. We have made it through all the Arnie films that at least are in my collection that I've seen. So, and we gave the dishonorable mention again to Hercules in New York, which I hate. I don't own it, but I've seen it, so that was a dishonorable mention. Obviously, honorable mention, Pumping Iron, but it's a documentary, but I do love Pumping Iron. The Expendables films were not part of this, so there are still a few other films with Arnie in them, but they weren't on this list. So, Escape from Alcatraz, yes, I love Escape from Alcatraz. Damn it, now I want to watch a Clint film. Always thinking the very first shot of Last Action where Arnie smoking a cigar, he looks a lot like Clint. Yes, I can definitely see that. But there's so many great, fantastic Clint films. The Rookie, I love The Rookie. There's so many. There's so many. It's going to be a big jigsaw puzzle to put that ranking together. But yeah. Anyway, that's a story for another day. So, no worries, Ramon. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for livening up the chat with your comments as usual. Yes, I'm going to watch a movie now too as well. So yes, bye. So yeah, that's it for now. That's it for now. Yes, thank you as well to Sparkstron. Thank you, Michael Myers. Thank you, Professor Macabro, Bob McCall, Sean McManus. Well, so we have for Sean, Allen, Ian. Sorry, don't get your entire name, Nate. It's a long name, but Sean Allen. Gareth tuned in the beginning. I think Gareth is live right now doing a double feature with the great Rob from Rob's Vintage Videos. Yeah, everybody was here. I appreciate it. People that I forgot to mention, you know who you are. Yam Yam, for example, forgot to mention Yam Yam. So, yes, as Arnold always says, I'll be back next week with Clint Eastwood. Or if you want to catch me earlier, I'm live on Dan's Movie Cave on Monday, together with Carlos, Eastwood for Life fan. So, yes, that's it for now. I'll be back and wait, gotta use a prop again. Hasta la vista, baby. Again, we'll play the montage, and I will see you all very, very soon. And keep punching. Take care for now. Bye bye.
Hasta la vista, baby.